talking about? There goes our monetization again. Hello. Is everything turned down? Like my mic way off? Yeah. Hello. There we are. The fuck? Oh, Rick V-Dub, what up? What up? Revival Motoring in the house. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Someone unplug me?
Is it not plugged in?
No, it like facility unplugs itself. There we are.
Hit that again?
Rock.
Ransom Garage.
Jesus.
There we go. 1 2 1 2 1 2
1
1
2
2.
1 2.
That's good for my.
Got that polar soda going on over here. Ian K in the house. What up?
Good for me. Headphones. Buttons are hit.
Dougie Details. What up, baby? I had to take my thermal shirt off, boys.
Just letting it all hang loose.
Is that warm in here? It's warm. You have a hoodie and a thermal shirt. That's true. Made for no degree weather.
Oh, I should probably pay attention to the YouTubes.
Why?
Oh, just because I usually look at it, but I'm not even logged in at the moment.
I should have fucking taken off right in front.
just let it all rip.
Yeah. See me as I am.
This is who I am.
I don't have headphones.
No.
No.
Pay attention to the YouTubes. Let me kill this. Let me talk.
I'm gonna holler at you.
Oh, not headphones. I don't have a mic.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
That's why.
Hello, hello. Oh, there we are.
There we go.
JC.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
1-4.
2 is the one. I
Beam
got.
Flat. What
Yeah,
up?
that's
Virgil
why.
slamming. Miss you, buddy.
Do we have a
Beam
label
Performance
maker we
in
can
the
kind of
house.
number these guys?
You know what? That's a good idea. It's a very good idea. Yeah, we should do that.
Label? No, we're not a bunch of skirts.
There we go.
What else did I discover skirts do recently? Something. I don't know. It was something, though.
Crank that up a little bit.
Here we go.
Truck who? Jesus.
So, how's
right.
everybody doing?
Going with my new notes section this week.
Can you give me can you put a little less towards me?
Towards you, headphones? Or
No, towards the computer. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's fine.
That's better.
Yeah, way better. I was redlining over here. Everybody get a lot of snow? How about you, Verge? Just a lot of snow up there? The crotchet rocket running?
Got snow in the mountains?
Trying to get some of that mountain snow. Sweet, sweet mountain snow.
Here.
Throw some D's on that bitch, Verge. I was wondering why Pete was talking about my welding via text to me. And I was like, I didn't think we showed that yet. I didn't know the thing came out, the old vloggy.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It's 2 of them. 2 worth welds. 2.
The welds came out all right. They're still holding. Oh, hammer snow up there. I got to get up there. Got to be part of one of them fires you're having over there, Verge. What? What happened?
Just looking at...
You looking at Twitter again? We told you not to look at Twitter.
No.
You have to stay off that. Ian K had to shovel the driveway. Damn, it's getting rough down there. Rough and wild.
Yeah.
You have to shovel the crackheads out of it?
All right, I think I'm ready. I got some. 1, 2, yeah.
Ian, what is it? What's it, like 90 degrees down there and just massively beautiful and everybody's out doing whatever they want?
0 rules.
Eating in restaurants. Coughing in each other's mouths.
Living that good
The
life.
free state of Florida. God, I'll tell you what, man. Florida's never looked so appealing. Besides the fact that it doesn't have winter, so I can't get down with that. But
Let's try this. Let's see how this works.
wow,
I
you
don't
got
know if
that's a good way to fix your make you sit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just put it right there.
JC,
right.
you're liking the vlogs? Thanks, buddy. They're hacked together incredibly by Josh. Some real shady camera work on my part.
JC, Jesus Christ.
JC.
In the house.
Peace to the God.
JC was a carpenter too.
Yeah.
Australia. God.
Being flat.
I'd love to be in Australia as well too, buddy. I don't think they'll let me there. CA's lockdown. Oh yeah, I was talking to my buddy in CA today. Big shouts to Paul. Totally brainwashed by all those crazies out there, but he'll make it. He's already had it. You know what I mean?
They let him out soon.
He can do what he wants.
Ian K, update.
30s at night?
Yep, 30s at night, but they're still coughing in each other's mouths.
Party on, man. That's what I'm talking about.
The most important thing.
Someone sent me a picture of them with TDs.
Oh,
Who was it?
Colin.
Colin and TDs. I was like, how did that even happen?
I don't know.
Colin Kinder. Kinder always saves the day, man.
Get that decibel meter in the vlog.
Oh, man, that's so funny. Kinder breaks it out. I thought I was going to take a hit off the thing. And it's a decimal meter, because obviously Kinder has one of those. Because that guy's serious about ice.
Has one handy.
Yeah,
Literally
of course. He
handy.
pops it out. I was like, damn, let's see what we can hit. Let's see if we can hit that red line. Oh, you got it, buddy. You deserve the hoodie. You make it look right. Don't thank me. Thank other Finger Tight Chris, who's in charge of all Finger Tight merchandise.
I think we're good, right?
I would say so.
Yeah, I think we're all right.
Gonna wing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the logo up the whole time again.
Right.
Better look.
Let's cue
Better to look at that than us.
Let's get the band going. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Who.
I'm gonna holler at you.
And Corey.si.
Hello.
S-I.
ESSEYE.
On this week's episode, we're going to talk about some Cadillac news, some other news, some Raptor news, some Z news, and really just kind of wing it for the main topic because we don't have anything in particular, but I'm sure we're going to work its way out as we're heading through this thing. So before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by...
Well, that's a great question. And speaking of winging it,
you gotta pull that up. You gotta pull
that up because we didn't have a very creative week. You know what's coming up? It's the day, boys.
It is the day.
It's the day. It's V-Day. Boys, is your P ready for the V? What I'm trying to say, is your junk Valentine's Day approved? Hey, our sole female listener, V-Day, you're going to have to deal with it. Why not preempt the experience with Manscaped? You're not preempting it by months right now, by the way, because we're getting close. Either side of the experience, why not make it a great one with Manscaped? Manscaped are the pioneers of men's perceived length, and now you can be part of the perception for less than $1 a day. That's right. For less than $1 a day, you could become a V-Day master. So do yourself a favor and spruce up the D to crush the V-Day. Grab yourself a Perfect Package 3.0 and go to town. While you're in there, why not smell nice for that perfect someone with Manscaped Refined Cologne? Smell nice, but still goddamn tough. You know we got you covered, so use code REVIVAL at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. That's REVIVAL, REVIVAL. Just did that with my eyes closed, Josh.
You didn't look at the sign?
So remember to get your D ready for the V and make sure you're the MFM of laying the P this V-Day with Manscaped.
Boom.
Manscaped.
Send it. 20% off, free shipping, code REVIVAL, REVIVAL at checkout. Thank you to Manscaped for our lovely gifts. We get some more stuff coming, too.
Do we have stuff coming?
Just going to say...
Can I get a preview?
Prepare to be plowed. Just get your bodies ready to be plowed.
Plow me timbers.
Oh, I'm ready to be plowed already.
Yeah. So there's going to be some plowing going on.
God, I can't join the chat at all. It's wildly annoying.
Yeah, that's it for our sponsorships.
Aren't we sponsored by us?
We are, but we're making some changes to that.
We're not sponsored by us anymore.
We're going to put that at the end. We're the caboose now. Is my thing.
From the moose to the caboose.
From the moose to the caboose.
You just did the moose.
We're going to be at the end. Power bottoms, if you will.
I knew it. I knew we'd get there.
Let's actually, no, not before. Let's get into the.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks. So, I'll get my quick ones out of the way. Shouts to Jimmy Oaks and crew.
Big shouts.
We get to pay a visit to them last week, and it was very good to see them. Very good to chat with them and see kind of what they're up against. With a full-time YouTube kind of thing going on or experience going on. RJ running the shipping and moving all that sort of stuff. It was very good to kind of relate and hear some of the same issues that we face with moving stuff, international shipping, all that sort of stuff. And it was good to hang out, just see what they have going on. Jimmy's got a lot of projects there, and it was cool to see and hang out and check the place out.
I'm gonna make a quick call. Be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
It was cool because we've been watching these videos for a while now. We've talked to him a bunch to check out the shop, but yeah, he's got quite the setup going on over there.
Yep.
Seems like he's growing and expanding as ever. So that's cool. It's cool to see them putting it together and turning it into a real thing, and not like it wasn't before, but
right.
You see the evolution.
Yeah, exactly. It's I think he said he's been doing it for 3 years. I think they recently just added a second lift. There's some other stuff coming. I don't know if he's released that yet. Going to be added to the shop, so that'll be cool.
Yeah.
It's just awesome to see it. A lot of work, obviously, but they get
check
it done.
out the newest revival vlog, which we'll then plug later during the YouTube section. But we've got some footage from there. Just kind of some cars, some panning footage, some real shaky stuff by your boy. I mean, it looked smooth one at the time, but
Corey had a lot of energy drinks that day.
I didn't have any. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had some Slim Jims. That was about it.
Yeah.
And then Josh had it home. I bounced over to SCR. It's a sports car restoration, and those boys gave me one hell of a tour.
It's just
Josh, you've been, right?
I've been.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's inexplicable.
I'm so sad I missed the whole experience.
Well,
that I had to leave the room.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay because I was maybe at SCR for 5 minutes before I realized it doesn't matter what I film or like what I get out of this.
You just can't. You can't do it justice.
Yeah, so we'll need to go back. So I think group trip. Those boys were more than welcome to have us back, and
I want to go bad.
I would go literally whenever we get a chance.
Yeah, definitely going to work more with them. I'd like to shoot some videos, things of that nature, with that whole crew out there. Really deep dive in that experience, if you will. So yeah, that's going to be set up pretty soon. Actually,
I mean,
we'll have to talk to him.
Just walking through and like the nonchalant calling out of like, oh, it's a 30 CS. Up on that stand over there, that's a CSL. That's waiting for that there. 2002 Turbo, Alpha, like GTV over there in that corner.
We got to get down there. I'll drive down there right now.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all. No,
wasn't that bad.
Quick commute.
So yeah, just to kind of be like nonchalantly, oh yeah, here, and here.
Yep.
It was cool. It was
sweet.
Fun. Another quick callback I have is going to be to our friends at Rotiform. Shouts to Jay and everybody at Rotiform, because I have this lovely Fresh Cups IPA in front of me with looks to be a certain person we know on the can itself. So
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna give this.
You're gonna crack that thing? You're gonna get on beer? Hey, big. Oh, go ahead. Oh, there it is.
Perfect. Yeah, he was very gracious enough to ship me out a 4-pack to share with the boys.
How smooth is it?
Oh, that's smooth. Oh, that's good stuff.
That's good stuff.
All right, so Jay, just send the pallet, buddy.
Yeah.
Josh just needs to be on beer. Also, shouts to my mom for never calling me and just calling me now just to say hey. It's the first time she's called me this year, if I'm being honest. And I was like, what the? Oh, my God.
Right, exactly.
I call her back, hey, what's going on?
Oh,
Why are you calling me?
yeah.
We could have patched her into the Bluetooth.
No.
Oh, is that door making a muck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort
It's
that
like emergency only when she calls me, you know?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. It kind of
Jeez.
Your last resort.
wondering what
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
hell's
Yeah, what happened to all my siblings?
Yeah. Yeah, so that was great. That's going to be a future group adventure that would need to be done with the three of us all in tow, all together.
Very excited about that.
Get out there, talk to those boys. Honestly, the owner, he was just... I got to talk to that guy till the cows came home.
Yeah.
It was super interesting.
Very excited to get down there and meet the whole crew.
Matt
Yeah.
from SCR.
It's fun. I was harassing Sam from Rotiform, asking if they sell UTV wheels after seeing like Jimmy's latest video.
Yeah.
Like, it does a one-legged duck swim circles, is what he wrote back. And then he named like 9 companies they run. And I was like, oh, cool, I want to do something with the K. And it was just like, yeah, he just fucking totally iced me.
Yeah, I'm out now. Yeah.
Let's see, I have no idea what fitment I need.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you bare minimum information. See
You
what you
know,
can fill in for
I
me.
love Sam. And then Jesse's like, oh, you need these tires, which are 9 times the price of Rotiform stuff. But they sell tires, those guys, that whole company.
Really?
Yeah, they sell UTV tires. They're DOT approved, which is more than I can say about a lot of tires I own.
Yeah. Exactly what you need.
Heading in the right direction. Any other callbacks, gentlemen?
Oh my God.
I certainly
I was
do.
gonna say, yeah, we typically, load them up.
Oh boy, let me get something. So you put out the new fabrication video where I was doing some more welding and stuff, which I'm psyched to see because I haven't seen it, which is funny. Pete hit me up after he saw the first one where I licked my lips 10,000 times while taking 45 minutes to drill a hole in a plate of 3/4 inch steel or whatever. Not even 3/16 steel.
Again, you seen that sped up to 12.
Yeah, but I just, when I
1200%.
think, I have my tongue out. I mean, I'm like Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Jordan in his prime, basically.
Jordan of
I see the
welding.
resemblance.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan in his prime. I took that personally. And Pete was like, yeah, man, try some Cobalt drill bits because they're the real deal. And I was like, yeah, I think I already got them. But I ordered some anyway. It took me 30 seconds to drill through that plate with Cobalt.
It's
bits.
amazing what like a good drill bit would do.
Dude, I didn't film it because it was going to be such a disaster. And I got through it and I was like, oh, wow. I mean, I did a pilot hole first, which was a big help.
Yeah.
And then just sizing up's the best way to do it. But then I just blasted through and it was just like, oh my God. So
Did you
big
get
shout.
a step bit?
No, I can't find a good step bit.
Okay.
Anybody out there that knows a good step bit, hit me up. There's probably going to be
I
Cobalt
was
too.
going to say Cobalt probably has one.
No, Cobalt's Cobalt's
That's
the
just
metal.
Material.
Oh, okay. Not it, so it
There
wasn't
is
the-
Cobalt
I was
tools
gonna
that
say it
probably
wasn't
make
the
Cobalt
blue-
bits, but I think I got
blue
Steve Irwin's.
Okay,
Rest in peace,
right.
rest in power.
Yeah.
Still blasting holes,
shows-
even in the afterlife.
Shows Steve.
But yeah, thanks to Ransom Pete, who's like project dad for me,
Yeah.
who watches our vlogs, is like, I think you're fucking up here. And when I was talking about getting a welding table, he like immediately messaged me. He was like, just get the Harbor Freight one. Here's a 20% off coupon. It's in stock in Plainville. I was like, yeah, Pete's the man.
He hit you with the coupon, too.
Yeah, dude, he always hits me with a coupon. Ransom Pete is my Harbor Freight coupon connection. I mean, I don't know where he gets them,
Yeah.
but anytime I'm going out there, I got to hit Pete. Hey, I'm going through Harbor Freight. You got any one of them coupons, man?
It's that,
Just need some of them coupons.
that what do you call it? Dark web.
It's that dark web, black web coupons.
Yeah.
I think he's part of the Generals Club or something over there. I think it's a shareholder.
What was
Can I buy stock in Harbor Freight?
I don't know. What was the name of the kid? Is that Galifianakis or whatever? No, not
Yeah.
the kid.
What kid? From where?
Andy Milanakis.
Andy
Milanakis,
Milanakis. He did
damn.
the bit. I'm a coupon. He would like dress up as a coupon on the stream, like I'm a coupon. Yeah. Or see, who's that guy at? He can't be up to much. What if we get him on the show?
Yeah,
You think he's in the cars?
He's probably playing a 9-year-old kid right now.
most likely. Yeah, somewhere.
I got.
Yeah.
So remember we talked about the Donkmaster versus Ken Block video?
Yes.
So I recently listened to Scotto on the Smoking Tire.
Nice.
Great
I
episode.
listened to that.
Worth listening to. He said that during recording, when the cameras were on, they would only emit to 1,500 horsepower from the Donk.
Yeah.
That was it. It made 1,500 horsepower. Didn't matter who you asked on his crew. While they were there recording, that was it. After recording, it was told it made 1,800 horsepower. Then it ultimately was a 400 shot of nitrous.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So an additional 700 horsepower on top of the acclaimed.
I'm not trying to
15
out the man like that. You know what I mean? But we'll blame Scotto.
Yeah, he did it. So
That's amazing.
I knew it was more than 1,500. We talked about that when the video came up, but like, I don't know that much.
Yeah, that guy's not playing around. It's not
No.
like he's using unknown technology. It's a big LS with nitrous and a turbo. Like 1500's a bit light.
Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome though.
Yeah.
And that's how racing should be.
And it's funny.
Lie to everybody.
If you,
That's right. In the streets, that's what it is.
Yeah.
well, they were saying. I guess he was saying this thing all started at like Test and Tune track days,
Right, because
and they'd show up and like, oh, this big wheel car is gonna, do 15 seconds down the thing, and then when it does a 9-second pass, they're like, wait a minute, you're in a convertible, not wearing a helmet and a t-shirt, doing a 9-second pass in this. You gotta pump the brakes.
right, and then it's that
Wearing Gucci slides.
Yeah.
and then it's that I got 10 on the left lane. We popping, no popping. Who's popping? No pop, no pop, no pop. We run, no pop.
So it's kind of cool because he kind of breaks down the evolution of how this turned into like this is a real deal thing now. Like this racing is real, which I mean you've covered with CEO Larry.
I was gonna say, I wonder what CEO Larry's up to. I wonder how his business is doing during COVID.
Yeah.
But I mean, CEO Larry's literally one of the most Memphis people in the world, and I would like to hear him talk more.
Do we know what his business is?
No.
I don't think we can get
still,
into it.
Still unsure.
Yeah.
I was very curious if he applied for that PPP loan. Wasn't quite. I don't know.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
if you record 25% losses over a previous year's quarter, you can make it. And if he hasn't been able to get to the track, I mean, I can't imagine what kind of losses this guy's been taking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's all on the.
Is he going to take the break? I mean,
It's all. You pop, no pop.
CEO Larry, man, big shout to CEO Larry.
Shout out to CEO
Shout to
Larry.
Donkmaster,
So,
obviously.
More big wheel racing.
Love it, man.
So
Do they have an off season?
no, dude, they just throw the thing on a trailer and
They don't
drive
have
it
they don't
somewhere
have a
warm.
season period.
Yeah, so it's kind of
You build a fast donk, you just race it from there on out.
you play where it lies.
You got
Yeah.
weekends go together. Yeah, it
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah. I think the Donk Boys are the real deal.
Yeah.
I do have in here, I was looking for a 4Runner. I decided I love 1997 4Runners.
Yep.
I don't think I'm really looking for one anymore, but you got one. Holla at your boy.
Remember we looked quick online, 250 miles, we found one.
I found one cherry-ass red one for $5,000.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I like that Gen 4Runner, and I don't know anything about any of that shit.
Yeah.
Because it is literally Tacoma where they were just like, fuck it, just make it a truck. And
Yeah.
they just threw they threw the thing on the
The
back.
cab on the back, yeah.
So, yeah, that's my jam, though.
Oh, the cap, I should say. Not
I was
cab.
trying. Yeah, they just welded her on. I was trying to, now that I got a welder, I figure I could put some time in on one. Although I got some other projects coming up. Get ready. Keep
You
your eye on
really
the
looking
vlog.
to
Like,
do
comment, subscribe.
frame repair?
Frame repair and
Yeah.
floors.
Just welding a new frame?
Dude, I like them because they're small, though. Because, like, I put my M5 on my lift, and it's like I can't open my screwdriver drawer. You know what I mean? Because the thing's so giant. So I definitely don't. If I were going to get, like, a snowmobile, like a hill mobile, I don't want something that's so giant I can't work on it, which is every modern SUV.
Yeah.
Got a 4Runner for you.
Yep.
It's in Blair, Nebraska.
Love Blair. Great town.
$3,000.
Switch project?
317,000 miles.
Just getting started.
Yeah. She just got warmed up.
Yeah.
First oil change in the book.
It's 1998. Silver.
Jesse told me I have to do a Nissan Xterra 2nd Gen, which comes with a 4-liter VQ. Shame on you drift guys for not slapping those in whatever cars you have and straight piping them.
Yeah.
Got to be way less annoying with the extra displacement. Tell me why I shouldn't buy one of those, please, because they are hilariously cheap.
I think they're a cool car. I mean, honestly, it's just, it's simplicity,
Right.
it's convenience, and it's
simplicity redefined.
yeah. And then it's just like minimal care. Like, would you ever wash it? No.
No, I want a yellow one.
A yellow one. Wow. So you're going full like activity pack?
Yeah, and Jesse was like, "Oh, you should put a lift on it." I'm like, "Nah, I think I'm just gonna put snow tires on it."
Yeah, just like little nubby snows. and
It doesn't
call
need a
good.
lift if you don't care about the bottom.
Comes with a Camelback.
I hope so.
Yeah.
You get the little ladder, the 2-rung ladder on the
Trek
back.
edition.
2-rung ladder, but the first step is like.
Yeah, but
at
then
your
I'm thinking
shoulders.
the problem is I'm gonna have to put a roof rack on it to put the planks in the back. But I'm thinking I should just buy a Suburban then. Then you just chuck the sticks in.
Yeah, you could just throw them in. You don't think they would fit in the Xterra seats down?
I think they would, but seats down.
No. You normally cruise up there with a crew or what?
No, but I need to have all 4 seats at all times.
All right. Hey, if it makes you feel safe,
Just in case. You never know who's going to need a ride on the
I mean,
highway.
it's a non-judgmental space.
To have a snowboard floating around the back of the car, if you get in an accident, it's gonna chop your head off. If we're
I always
being
forget
honest.
the edges of metal.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
surrounded by wood and other metal.
You'd think the wax would just make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll get right through. It'll be painless. It'll be quick.
slip right off.
Quick separation.
Cauterize.
But
the
I
wound.
think if I get a Suburban and then I'll just weld a cage into the back, kind of like cut out
Like
the
a-
third row seat,
Yeah.
rip all that shit out, just have 2 rows.
like a canine police car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And just have a cage in the back, so if you slam on the brakes, it's not your problem.
Yeah, just gonna bend the cage.
Exactly. But I was talking to Mr. Novak Nick, who was hanging out with today, and he's got to connect. So he said he's got some Suburbans on the lot, if we're being honest. So my limit's about 1,500. So
That's
try
heavy.
to spend less on a vehicle than on snow tires for my M5.
Yeah.
All right, I can see that.
I had a funny one.
Yeah.
KH Balla reached out to us.
Balla.
He said he's about 2 or 3 podcasts behind.
Ooh.
But we were going on about the LeBron James electric Hummer thing.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't know if we know this. But
Hummers are for dicks.
he's a big basketball guy, which we didn't know. Now I know. Now everyone knows.
Who's he play for?
He doesn't play for anyone. Maybe he plays with himself. I'm not sure. But when LeBron was still in high school,
Yeah.
he was just coming into the league and he got into a bunch of legal trouble
Yes.
before the draft because his mom bought him an iced out H2
Yeah.
and they thought the sponsors gave it to him.
Well,
Some
the
might
sponsors
say-
may have given his mom the
The money
right.
to, yeah.
Right.
Not technically illegal, which is the best kind of not illegal.
It's like a Forrest Gump passes class because of his mom type of deal.
Yeah.
Nike just figured his mom could use money for an iced out Hummer.
Yeah. With her son's name on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to court, blah, blah, blah. And he said it came full circle now because now he's the brand ambassador for the electric Hummer.
Okay.
I wonder if people would be like, I don't know if he can buy that. I don't know.
Or I'm sure Nike paid for the legal defense as well.
I don't even know. I mean, it could have been like the team at the time. Who knows?
It's America,
There's
baby.
so many scouts.
NBA itself.
Yeah, NBA. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Speaking of NBA, shout out to the Celtics. We're on the Celtics hoodie.
Shout Celtics.
Big shouts. You know what? I was thinking. Actually, no, that's going to deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts.
I'm moving into deep thoughts.
You
Okay.
moving over there?
I'm not going to deep thoughts yet. I got a ton of other stuff.
All right. What else you got?
Hold on, I'm going to my deep thoughts category.
All right. When you type that, I'll tell you how you got burnt on eBay twice this week.
Ooh, love that. Go ahead.
So one.
Ooh, I got a burnt on eBay story as well. Go ahead.
One US eBay transaction. Bought a new wiring harness for the Polo for the 180 engine. Kind of happy I got burnt on it in the long run, but I bought an AWP, which is a modern version of the harness. It's got all the doodads for drive-by-wire, yada, 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 wideband, the whole 9. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to start over. We'll get a new harness. We'll start from scratch. I've got the pin out of everything. I know what I need, know what I don't need. We'll go from there. So I
It's a distraction, a
Yeah.
decoy.
So I buy the harness, send the money over. A few days goes by, I don't get a tracking number. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Message the person. They're like, we don't actually have one currently, but we usually get a car every few weeks. We'll pull it out.
That's not what this is for.
And I was like, I paid for a harness. Like I'm expecting a harness. Like I'm not. I can wait. I can go to the pick and pull. I can do it myself. I know there is one, but it's cold, and I don't like the cold. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it from you for way more than I'd ever have to pay at the junkyard. So then after I expressed that the waiting wouldn't work for me, a few more days goes by and no reply. So I just reply, refund? ? And then I didn't get anything back besides like deposited money back to my account.
There you
Yeah.
go.
German eBay. I find a OEM left-hand drive navy blue carpet. I think I told you guys about this.
Yeah, you
Yes.
did.
So I'm corresponding with the gentleman. We're going back and forth. We agree on, he wanted to charge me $100 to ship it, to which I kind of had to be like, hey, I finally have like the shipping quotes, the weights broken down and the package dimensions.
Yep.
So I'm like, listen, man, like carpet's not going to weigh more than 5 kilograms and the box, like it'll rolled up and stuffed in a box. It'll fit. Like, don't worry about it. It's a carpet. Like it'll get here.
Yeah.
It's $40-something for shipping.
Yeah.
So I'll pay you the 50 you want for the carpet and the 40 I'll pay you €100 total for the whole thing. Just you take care of it, you ship it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Okay, what's your PayPal? I sent it over. So I send it over, but I never send it over friends and family. You don't do that. I'll pay the extra
Yeah. No,
percentage or whatever.
Absolutely.
After that, no correspondence at all. It's been this happened on the 25th or 26th. I sent money. No correspondence. Haven't heard anything back. Carpets marked as sold, but not to me because I haven't got anything. So I get in touch with PayPal. I give them the whole situation. They're like, okay, we'll just reverse the transaction. No problem. I send them screenshots of the whole conversation.
Yeah.
So I got my money back. I won on both of them. But motherfuckers trying to burn me.
Just pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't.
Come on, son.
It's
Hopefully, you shipped it already.
Yeah, well, yeah. Hopefully, ship it. Maybe it's on vacation. I don't know.
Right, but yeah.
Not your problem.
Not my problem.
Once you get it, you take a shit in the box and send it back.
yeah. I'll throw a brick and a shit in the box.
5
call it a
kilo.
day.
and then ask for the differential for the shipping cost.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's just like the carpets, whatever. You go into murky waters when you buy stuff like that.
Yeah.
That it could go haywire anytime. But you're buying something from like eBay seller who has 2,700 items currently listed, all of which they just yank out of junk cars.
Yeah.
That I know they probably bought the car for $400 and they're
Right. It's just
which is fine. That's your hustle. I
Doing the
respect it.
legwork,
Do
right.
you
Solid
get
hustle.
it done? Don't tell me it's available to ship and like
you don't even have.
You're-
the
Yeah,
cost.
it's
Your dis-
virtual products
your
now.
description specifically said item pictured as item sold,
It's right.
which is not true.
Right.
No.
Which is not
Right.
true.
Not true.
Right. That's right. That's a right bolt.
That
lie.
one chapped my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ass
Yeah,
chappage
that
for
one
sure.
chapped my ass. So, but I got my money back. Since bought another harness. That one actually did ship. We'll be here Tuesday.
That's why I deal with the Japanese, very honest people.
Yeah, strong. No, they are. I mean,
Yeah.
they're honest people.
Very honest people. Did I tell you?
Germans.
Did I speak about me and Yahoo Auctions Japan shipping?
You spoke about how there's an issue. There's an addiction problem.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It's too.
did I say it on the podcast? Did I get into?
You discussed that there were so many little pieces that you just find yourself going, oh yeah, I can use
Yeah.
that.
So one day I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I got $50 like a fucking idiot. I'm gonna spend it on Yahoo Auctions Japan on little trinkets.
Yeah.
So I buy a chain to hold my tailgate up on my Acti when you put it down so it doesn't block a license plate. I buy a little top of a washer fluid thing,
Yep.
which
For
you'll
the-
see how
for
that
the-
works out.
for the mirror, right?
Yeah, and some
Yeah.
rugs that some guy wanted like $200 for. I bid 20 and won them. So he didn't even bother cleaning them before I shipped them, if I'm honest.
You're just
So
mad.
I spent maybe $50.
Yeah.
I go to ship them from Japan, and they get there, and they're like at the Buy website that lets you buy from Yahoo Auctions Japan. And I've previously shipped wheels, but wheels are expensive. So like you look at shipping, you're like, yeah, fuck it, they're way cheaper than I could buy here. So I'm like, okay, consolidate all these items for me. It's like a $20 fee. Great. Consolidates all the items, but they were all pretty expensive. Dude, cheapest rate to get it here was over $200.
Holy shit.
And it was like $48 worth of shit.
Yeah.
So there's an option right there that says dispose. But I'm a proud man.
Be a man.
Yeah.
So I've been a man.
$200.
Bit my lip.
$200
Paid
shipping.
$200 to ship the shit to me.
Just hit
Yeah.
the button. Be a man.
Like a fucking idiot. But I'll tell you what, if you're on Yahoo Auctions Japan, and this is specifically to Medium Performance in the chat room,
Yeah.
and you get a great price on something, you better check that shipping immediately because, I mean, I know if on my tires, like if I want to ship tires to me, it's going to cost me $400 to ship the tires, which is a ton of money.
Yeah.
But I cannot get performance tires for that car here in the right size.
Yeah.
So I'll pay it for that. Does that make sense? But if I'm buying trinkets,
I was gonna say, is it better to just combine all the trinkets?
well, the issue I did.
And still, it just. But I mean, like, add more stuff. Would it if you?
No,
added
I
more
don't
stuff,
think
do you
so. If
would've-
it was like an expensive light thing that I added, it would have made me feel way better.
right,
But this is all cheap shit.
right.
The issue is that I don't think Japanese post can ship to the States right now, or will. And I know Ransom will chime in on this, but this is a piece for the car that I'm missing. We're waiting on that, and it's just it stinks right now to get that
Yeah.
stuff. Usually it's not. The only other way you can do it, the only other option was I could have sea freighted it, and it says 60 plus days, and there's a warning before you click on it that like 50% of the package recently just get lost. And
At least they're honest.
it was
Again,
$40 though.
honesty.
$40.
Honesty. Honesty, though.
Right,
You
just
know?
putting it out there in the open.
Yeah, Pete just said ocean ship, and it's 8 weeks.
Yeah.
But they were saying it was getting crushed out there, so I don't know. The oceans are closed.
Bermuda Triangle, man. I've been fucking listening to some podcasts about it. It's a
Dude.
dangerous place.
Dude, I've been looking at the triangle. Didn't we talk about the triangle? Did someone talk about the triangle?
I don't know.
I heard about a triangle before.
Can't remember.
It must have been Manscaped.
Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Bridgewater
Triangle.
Triangle.
Bridge triangle. Also, you guys got anything else, or should I just go through this whole thing?
I'm fresh out of callbacks.
Did I have another something? Oh, yes, I did. Last week, I was giving shouts to unusual suspects. Sorry, boys. Usual suspects is their Instagram and name. So shouts to those boys.
Big shouts to those guys.
Just wanted
Yeah.
to clear that up.
Unusual.
Yeah.
Unusual name.
So
Yeah.
usual suspects.
Yeah, I
So
was going to say,
shouts.
because after you talked about the unusual suspects, the usual suspects started following me on Instagram. I was like, wow, this is a strange coincidence.
Yeah, what a quinky dink.
Yeah. Oh, boy. How did we get here?
Must be a rival crew. Went to the Hill today.
Yep.
Big shout to Nikki Novak and the crew. Had a day. Whew. Unbelievable. Found the trees. I did another wallet check on a grind rail, and my ass hurts in the same place as it did last week. Also, big shout to Mother Nature dumping like a foot of snow in my backyard. The backyard jib park is back. It's unbelievable.
Big shout to Mother Nature not dumping a foot of snow in my yard. Thank you. Still hate it, but at least you didn't touch me this time.
I would love it if Mother Nature would touch me. Been married a long time. And speaking of the backyard, I could really get into something from there. But anyways, my Polaris is back up and running. As I don't know if it doesn't actually show that in the latest vlog, but the latest vlog after this May, you'll see it soon. But with the tracks on it, it is like plowing with Jesus' hand.
Plowing with Jesus' hand.
That is the visual I can picture from that.
Just-
Clouds open up, a golden hand.
Go, my
just-
son.
Just swoops down in.
Dude, the amount of like launch platform we were able to make for the Jib Park, the absolute insanity that is plowing with tracks and never having a problem with traction is crazy.
Right, because you get a proper snowcat now, and you can build a drop in.
I'm just like a total asshole.
You should put snow on the roof of the garage, drop in from that.
Dude, the way the tracks spin, as you're hammering it through the snow, it throws snow out of them forwards. It's just it's a
from the
magical time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a magical time. It's really a lot of fun. Unlimited traction. Jesse and I were plowing. Jesse came by with his K truck, his Suzuki Hijet. I believe it's a Hijet. And he has an electronically actuated plow on it. It's an electronically actuated screw. It's actually a really smart
So
setup.
it's like a worm gear.
It's a worm gear,
Yeah.
yeah. Electronically actuated worm gear on the front of it, so you don't need to install a winch.
I was going to say, which keeps it seemingly very simple.
Very simple. And I'll tell you, we're starting a company called Lul Plows. Half the plow, it's a quarter the carbon footprint, double the money, because it's very cute. But, I mean, we were like flying V my driveway, my neighbor's driveway. I was plowing, he was packing. It was beautiful. It was a real deal double team.
Yeah.
Just much smaller.
Much smaller. Takes two to get the job done at that size.
There's nothing wrong with a compact package.
No, absolutely not.
Interesting Eiffel
Runs
Tower.
faster.
Yeah.
Very interesting Eiffel Tower.
So when Jesse showed me this thing, because obviously like Jesse lives in a world of like fantasy and non-reality, and he gets things for free like this.
And he flies a plane.
And he flies a plane now.
It's crazy. He's
Uh,
going to put a plow on
I was
that.
just like, dude, that's gonna. Our next vlog is gonna be taking the kinks out of the frame on that thing. And after seeing it run, it's amazing. It is like it's silent. All you hear is plow on ground, and he just comes smiling by on the wrong side, plowing. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's cute. It's real. So if you needed yet another reason to blow your money on a K truck,
Yeah.
you can plow your driveway with it, no problem. I mean, we plowed a lot of snow.
Right.
So
And, yeah, deep, heavy snow, too. So it wasn't dust.
yeah, the next morning was a little heavier because it hadn't started raining when we plowed that. That really required the hand of Jesus. I mean, I could plow snow just into I could plow snow into my neighbor's yard that I can't see through hundreds of yards of woods. I mean, just keep going. Just go.
Doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
just keep pushing.
It's crazy because they get better traction on the snow than they do on the pavement.
Right, because it has something to bite.
But the track width is so wide now, it's wider than the plow, so I'm always kind of in the snow. It's ridiculous. The
You to
track
weld
width
on
is-
some extensions.
That's exactly what Jesse said, but then I'm going to have to actually bend it nice or just make straight extensions, which would be fucking hilarious.
I bet you could bend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just hit it with a hammer a couple times.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say-
see the vlogs.
Heat it up and then jump on it.
Or get a
Just
nice,
run it over.
Yeah, there you go.
Get a nice round rock.
Oh, yeah. No,
Hammer it.
they're all over the place.
Yeah.
You can figure something out.
Yeah, Ben will sniff it out for you.
Yeah, exactly. Big shout out to young Ben. Don't know what happened to him. But the Audi's out of the sad spot.
Which is good.
Jesse was trying to get the over-under on young Ben crashing in the snow last week. Not even last week, earlier this week. But I don't know if he'd tell us.
After the grabbing for second, I don't know.
I'm guessing if he needed a call, if something happened, we get a call of him just saying, hey, you know any cars for sale? Or you know any of this for sale?
I got an auction connection now, young Ben.
And then we'd start to ask questions and find out.
I would think I'd see it back in the sad space, which is right along the road near my house.
Right, if it was immobile.
But it might be so immobile that it didn't make it. Because once a car didn't make it back to the sad space.
Right.
That went right to the yard of junk.
Sad space. It's just so
It's the old
Back into timeout.
The old Situate sad space.
It just sounds so wrong, but it's not. It's really not at all.
Final one before I get into a bunch of other callbacks.
Yeah.
Nick at MR1 posted a picture of my wheels,
Oh my God.
asking for opinions.
What did we end up going with?
I'd like to thank everyone that had an opinion for what they think, and it does not matter what you think. You're all wrong. I've disregarded everything. You'll see this season.
All I know is I hope you just went gold on gold on gold on green.
Everybody's wrong.
I just that I just did it for me. I just was so
The whole thing. I mean,
so good. Are they now silver with black?
Yeah.
Nick at
It's
MR1.
Silver
gold.
lips, gold faces.
Yeah, just reverse them.
Just completely.
No, Nick at MR1 is a goddamn artist when it comes to wheels.
It was so good.
I literally gave it to him and just like, go for it. I just know I want a lot of gold. The finish is ridiculous. The finish is totally ridiculous. I saw he's done Peter Ransom's wheels, which are looking also ridiculous.
He's building a set
He
of wheels.
put up some.
He's building a set of LMs for the E36.
He put up the other the BB5s, the RSs, the Lottie Dotties, or whatever those things are
Oh,
called.
prima donnas.
Prima donnas.
Yeah.
That just looked absolutely ridiculous.
The Lottie Dottie.
Lottie Dottie, we like to party.
Same. I mean, prima donna, lottie dottie.
Yeah,
it's the same
it's
fucking
same-
thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I made the connection there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Shout to Slick Rick.
Yeah, he's building himself a set of LMs for the E36 already.
Yeah, of course
those
he is.
moving
Of
and
course he
shaking.
is. Yeah, that guy's a god. He sent me those pictures. I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. And then he put it out to the public, and I was like, I'm going to disregard everything everyone says. That's
I'd be curious.
literally how I've built all my cars.
Did you see the results and did you see a lot of the responses and stuff?
No. I told him I do not care.
Oh, okay.
Well, he didn't like put it out as a poll, so it didn't really.
Right,
it's like,
right, yeah.
No, it
that's
was a
true.
poll.
Did he?
I didn't see a poll at all.
Oh, no, he didn't put it as a poll. You're right.
Yeah,
He
no
did two
poll.
different thingies.
I think he asked on a post directly.
The old post.
The old
And
post
people were responding on the post, and I knew most of the people that responded. I just need you all to know that every single one of you is wrong.
Be a man.
Don't respond to posts. Be a man. Get off Instagram. I came up with a deep thought. And I was thinking about this the other day.
Yes.
I was hearing about another thing about a markup on a new car, and we were talking about how chumps pay more markups. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? Unlike the rest of the world, I don't hate dealer markups. Because you know what dealer markups are? That's money that funds the Chuck system.
Right. That's where they make their.
So for every sucker that pays a markup, they're giving money to the Chuck system slush fund.
Right.
So you can go in there 6 months later and buy the same car for way below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's give it up for dealer markups. Great call.
Just adds percentage to the Chuck system itself.
Right. And if you got buddies that you don't really like, suggest they pay a dealer markup.
Yeah, that's a great
Because
deal.
that's going to pad you.
Yeah.
That's
I
going to
think
pad
it ruins
you.
production, but
Absolutely ruins production.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the Focus RS.
yeah.
Type R, probably the new Golf Rs.
Now, let them pay it. And then the slush fund's built, and then you just take that money back.
What do you call it? Mustangs or muscle cars, anything in general. Doesn't matter. TRX.
Suckers
sure, that's
play,
up.
man. Suckers pay.
Everything. Doesn't matter. What else you got for any other deep thoughts or callbacks?
All I have is some cold weather car stuff I was thinking about. Because I've been encountering cold weather car problems.
You want to save that for
Yeah, why
the
not?
main discussion?
Yeah, we'll call it
weather
some type
car.
of main discussion.
Yeah, some sort of stuff.
Yeah, we can get into that later.
Let's cue the boys now. News. You know, those boys, they told me they were going to form a union if we didn't give them a raise.
Really? They're going to unionize?
We haven't talked about those boys in a while.
I still haven't got a single dollar from those assholes.
Might want to bring that band to the forefront a bit
This is
more.
the only band ever where the front man gets nothing.
I know. It's just
Should be getting all kinds of trim over here.
Singing
Yeah.
the news. Let's see. there's been some activity, which is good. We like activity. We like new stuff.
Love it.
The Ford Raptor, literally just today,
Yes.
the new one,
I want to hear about it because I have not read about it.
was launched, but they didn't give
Off a jump?
power figures. This is there needed to be an update after the fact because they launched their event, but they weren't very forthcoming with everything that was happening.
Speaking of coming, did the Predator get in it?
That's what we're going to get into.
That's what I'm talking about.
So originally this post earlier today just read, for now, the Raptor remains a V6 only truck. But it was updated. Ford has then confirmed after the fact that they will be releasing a Raptor R.
So a Raptor.
Raptor.
Yeah. Right.
Because you wouldn't want the Predator motor anyway because it's the slowest of the bunch.
Didn't we just talk about another car that had too many R's? On the last podcast, we had another one that was just a super long.
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
But Raptor.
So, like, they're trying to take off like the GT350R.
Exactly.
They're going to have the Ford Raptor R. Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be.
So the Predator, I thought the Predator, wasn't the Predator the motor in the...
It's the 7.3 liter. So it's big. It's enormous.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking about the other one, the Godzilla.
That's the 5.2. That's the bit you want.
Yeah, the 5.2. I want Godzilla. I don't want the Predator anywhere near this thing.
Predator's for school buses.
Exactly. The Predator is now in school buses.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is like, all right, so the Raptor is already a subdivision of their Ford pickup truck. So now there's like a subdivision of...
It's the F-150 Raptor.
Yeah.
It's more Raptor.
Yeah, it's more Raptor-ing. They should have called it a Reptar. Everybody knows.
I don't know. But Dodge is pretty quick to the trigger to tell him to...
Suck it from Dodge.
No, to pop the hood.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
like right off the rip. It was like, hey, let's take a look under the hood.
Hit him with the hashtag dump him out.
Yeah.
Dump him out.
Which is good. Like, I love this, like, little antagonistic marketing they have going on between, like, these brands who are kind of competing with each other doing this stuff. It's good.
And I mean, I don't understand the theory behind not releasing all the information right away, because it even says in this article later on that multiple Ford executives had to take to Twitter, to clear the air. So it's just like, why not just fucking put all this? Fine, you don't have to give the power figures right away, but at least
tell me what kind of motor you have.
Tell us, right? Hey, look, we're releasing this. Oh, by the way, it's also going to be this R version.
It's totally ridiculous to think that it's not going to have more horsepower than the Dodge.
Yeah.
What's the Dodge have? Like 699?
I don't think it hits the 700 mark.
No, it's like 698 or something.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So what does the Godzilla have?
6 and change.
Oh, really?
The Predator,
I don't like that at all.
Predator V8 developed 760.
Wait, what?
That's
the Predator V8?
So this is all just kind of non...
I thought we were talking about the Godzilla.
I don't think it's Godzilla.
We're doing the Predator?
Well, actually, they don't know, because this even says...
Well, the Predators are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Or another possibility could be a boosted version of Ford's 7.3-liter pushrod V8.
I did see a video of a appropriately sized matched turbo made it to the 7.3 with absolutely nothing, and it made 1,200 horsepower.
Wait, Ford has a pushrod V8?
Yeah, that's what that is.
Jesus.
Coming in 2022. So we'll start to see. I think they're going to have to do some more.
I hope it's a Predator
cleanup
so it can get out there.
It would be pretty good.
I'd like to see more Predators in stuff.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yeah. I think it's a marketing tactic. I think they're trying to drag this anticipation.
Right.
Get people talking about it, which I will not succumb to.
Which I just don't think is I don't think it's that great of a tactic, but then who am I,
Yeah. Again, just, lay it all out on the table. Show me what you're working with.
Exactly.
Let's go from there.
Dump it out.
What else we got for news?
Dump it out. I got news that Kia's shares jumped today after a report that Apple is going to invest $3.6 billion.
So
Kia.
I thought Apple was working with Hyundai.
Hyundai and Kia
Yeah, kind of all the
are
same.
the same company.
Okay.
So Hyundai, and I read this last week, is kind of want to do their own thing with the Ioniq and their own brands, all that shit. So they're going to Kia for Apple. And like this, the shares jumped massively. And they're going to make electric vehicles with Kia and Apple. And you're going to have an Apple car, which sounds great for somebody. And 2024 target date, and they want to do 100,000 cars a year.
2024 isn't that far away. It's just not. And then to expect that you're going to get 100,000 people right off the rip who are going to be like, I don't know. Maybe
For an Apple car?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So.
They're called TikTokers, and they're all going to want one.
It's way too lowbrow for those people. They make way too much money for that stuff.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
They would
Apple
need
products.
They would need to buy them just to stay up with the times.
Apple products, man.
They don't even need to buy them. Literally just giving them.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I remember when they said nobody would want the iPhone.
Right.
I don't know. I don't remember that at all. Was that a thing?
It was at
Yeah,
first,
big time, yeah.
I was all
It-
my
'cause-
BlackBerry
And then they were
world.
like the Japanese market would never want an iPhone. It's not complicated enough. And then it just ruined the Japanese cell phone market.
Just because, right, it was BlackBerry at the time.
Oh,
That-
I
that's
was
what it
so deep in the
Yeah.
BlackBerry world.
That was the thing. World
Not in
evolved.
Japan. It was like crazy smartphones. It was awesome. Those were the days, boys.
What a turn. What a turn.
What a turd.
Hold on, let me check my Apple Watch real quick.
Yeah.
Ugh. Start your Kia with it.
So, past Wednesday, at the what do we call it? The Tesla's year-end earnings call.
Yep. The year-end savings event.
Elon said he wants to license the autopilot feature out to big box companies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why big box companies aren't jumping at the fact to do something like this.
He's done the same thing with the battery tech.
The battery tech, and then
Because they want to make their own stuff, which is
it's
dumb.
just stubborn. It's just stubborn. I don't know. And obviously, licensing technology comes at an incredible cost, but you're not going to tell me the developing of that technology can't equal out or even be cheaper. I mean, or license it out be cheaper than trying to develop it yourself.
On top of how many years it takes to develop and get it right.
Yeah, how far are you going to be behind the ball?
Right. Everything you're missing,
About 5
losing out
years.
on.
Yeah,
I think more than 5.
He said that about a bunch of things, and no one's taking it. And I'm surprised, and that's why I'm also surprised Kia, Hyundai are going the Apple route when the Tesla technology has been up for like, I don't know if a pairing or it's been available for companies to take.
Yeah.
Not to take, to license.
Yeah, to license for sure. It's just it's perplexing to me why you wouldn't just try and
Think about all the charges you'd immediately get access to.
Yeah. Just everything. I mean, say you put out a car and you license it, you license the charging, and I mean, I'm not a big fan of this autopilot because it's just not like that's not what it is. It's like
It's just like
a driver assist.
No, it's just like airplane autopilot. If you turn on air autopilot and just leave the cockpit, it's going to crash.
Yeah, it's like I think the autopilot is incredibly misleading.
Well, no, it's not. It's just people don't understand what actual autopilot is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because autopilot on a plane is not going to land your damn plane.
Yeah, I just think
It's just going to keep you going in the right direction.
we've seen how misleading it is for people to see like.
Yeah, but that's just
Oh
people.
no,
that's
because
stupid.
people, they're just dumb. They don't
So like,
get it. They
but the technology itself is really smart. It's like what is it? It's like a level 2 autonomy thing of like a driver assist.
Fuck, I forgot what it is. Is it level 2?
I believe they're at level 2 is what they
Okay.
classify it.
And it like needs
I think
to
it's
be,
full bolt on.
and
Yeah.
it needs to be at like level 5.
Yeah,
in order
for
for
like
it to-
actual,
yeah.
which they'll get there. If anyone will
right,
get there,
right.
they'll get there. But why wouldn't you try and take this on? Why, if you were like, oh yeah, who is it that's like, oh, we want to go full electric, a million cars? Is it
GM, I don't know.
What-
yes, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Why wouldn't you just be like, okay, I'm just gonna jump out ahead of everybody? That's in their lane. So in their lane, I would say like Dodge and Ford, like the big box companies. Like you
Yeah.
can jump out light years ahead of them.
Yeah.
License it.
Where do people get their idea of autopilot?
The name.
Speculation in
Yeah.
the name and on Twitter,
Just
Yeah.
yeah, no, but
the misinformation that carries.
I get sci-fi autopilot.
Yeah.
yeah.
And maybe people, but I'm trying to think about like where I even get that from. That's not like a book that no one's read.
Or,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it. Yeah, I'm sure. It's
Because when you think about autopilot, I think about the movie Airplane, which is fucking hilarious,
Yep.
and actual commercial airliners autopilot, which
Isn't
needs to be watched all the time.
which is
And you can't
assisted-
just bail.
assisted piloting.
Yeah.
I mean, autopilot, sure. Like you said, sci-fi movies. I'm
Like
sure
the
there's
name
some,
assisted
but,
pilot immediately makes way more sense to me than autopilot.
Pilot assistant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they'd be like, what a shitty assistant. It can't
A
even
fucking,
stop me from crashing
like,
when I
driver
fall asleep.
assistant. Like,
That's the
It should
thing.
be called driverless operation.
Assisted driving is a little less marketable than
yeah.
I mean, autopilot's a great term.
autopilot.
And when it
it-
actually becomes autopilot, it's going to be fucking great.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic term because it's becoming the Kleenex of the automotive industry.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
You mean nobody says Super Cruise?
No. Literally no one.
Sorry, GM.
Yeah. Literally, and no one says goat charging either. So, yeah.
Wait. Goat charging? What was
Yeah,
that?
Yeah,
goat charging was from the Hummer.
It's from Ford.
Oh,
Bronco.
Ford, I'm sorry.
So now they have
charging.
goat mode, go over anything mode, and then they
Right.
also have this like goat charging that they're trying to push. They're really trying to go for the goat.
Go over anything charging?
No, go over anything is like a terrain option on the Broncos.
Okay, so goat charging.
Is a totally separate thing that's supposed to be from the Marky Mark.
Okay.
The old Marky Mark.
Wow. I didn't realize they made that leap.
It's something they're trying to push to be like this is like a goat like
goat.
Yeah.
Right. Goat charging.
yeah. I don't know,
Wow.
man.
I wonder if
We haven't been proud of them
I
lately.
wonder if you
It stands for Go Order a Tesla.
wonder if
Yeah.
you pl-
There you go. Just like that.
It's the Go Order a Tesla
Oh,
charging.
That's perfect. Yeah. I wonder if you plug it in under the tail.
Yeah. So I don't know. I without knowing the brass tacks of everything, if you were to say, "Hey, Corey, you got to make a decision. We're gonna put out these electric cars. Do you want to license Tesla's technology, or do you want to take 8 or 9 years of your time and hundreds of people trying to learn how to do this and develop it?" I'm like, well, you mean I can have it now?
Wait, maybe the Revival electric car that we're offering pre-orders now for $100 on our
We
website should license Tesla technology.
Oh, Tesla's OS.
Yeah.
That we're running Tesla's OS.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now, boys. $100 on the website.
Yep. It's not up there yet.
Yeah, because I mean it's no different than a cell phone because
Make your
you've got
deposits.
you've got Android, right? But then you have like Samsung throws their skin over it.
Yeah, and
If
flex
GM
it all up.
Yeah, definitely. If GM wasn't to license Tesla's quote unquote OS, right?
Yeah.
They throw a little skin over it, probably make it pretty shitty.
They'd pro-
but at least we know it would work.
Yeah,
for
fuck it all up.
For instance, perfect example, the Toyota Toyota Supra,
Supra.
and
Supra,
its infotainment system.
Yeah.
I wonder where they got that from.
Yeah, they didn't mess it all up though. It's
Looks pretty
just
similar.
exactly the
They
same.
just they just used it all over again.
They didn't fix what wasn't broken.
I can't say I've used a Toyota's entertainment system, the bump at all, anytime.
The not the RAV4, Jesus. The 4Runner was like that was
way analog.
yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
new car, but it was still old.
Yeah.
What a ride! Thanks,
It
Toyota.
was shouts Toyota.
New car, older technology.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
listen,
it's
guys, we'll
updated.
take something else up a mountain if that's
I
what it
was gonna say,
takes.
speaking of Toyota, I want to talk to y'all about a Yaris. Not that we can get one. We understand that. That's not my intent. I just want to ask some questions.
Yeah.
I want to pick the brains a little bit, if
Yeah.
you will.
So I don't know. I think people are missing a huge opportunity, and I think people will be kicking themselves in the ass at some point.
Well, someone's going to do it.
Right, because that's
I
the
hope.
thing.
I do. I hope.
If one of the big three does it, I think they immediately set themselves up.
But it's immediately admitting defeat.
Correct.
Is it? I don't.
By- That was the whole thing.
No, see, that's the thing. The pride and stubbornness would make it admit defeat, but you got to look at it like, no, we're doing this to survive, or not even survive,
Yeah.
but just to fucking
to,
skyrocket.
to get ahead.
Kia, no shame in the game. Fuck it, we'll take it. Apple,
Yeah.
let's
Right?
do it.
Exactly.
But
I mean,
then again, it was Hyundai that wanted to do it initially, and they're like, let's maybe kick it over to Kia.
Those are like
They
two
see-
fruits from the same tree. Like
They
two different fruits.
what, seen what Cook was trying to cook up. No pun intended. I mean, Kia, they like to keep things hot and spicy.
Jeez, I would be clamoring. I'd be like, listen, yeah, oh, you tell me I can license it? Okay, cool.
Sign me
I've
up.
got all these production facilities. I can have a car cranked out in a week.
I was just going to say, what do we need for tooling?
Yeah, send me over the little thumb drive with your OS on it, and I'll
Yeah,
pop it on
we'll
all these
slam it in
cars.
this
Yeah.
baby.
I know, but
Right.
like, what
Right.
are we doing?
The charging would have been super smart for anybody to do.
And all these cars come out, we talk about them, give them their fair shake, and then what does it always come down to?
Charging sucks.
The lack of the charger.
Infrastructure.
Do you think the government's going to step in and force
Take my guns?
a
Probably.
Yeah.
I lost them all.
not there yet. Are they going to force a standard for charging eventually?
I don't know. The government does such a good job with stuff that I think that'd be great.
I don't have a well, here's right here. So I've thought about this. They don't have a standardized gasoline, right?
Well, not a gasoline, but at least the pumps are all similar. The hoses.
No, right? Okay.
They tax
like,
it all.
But like you'd be like, you know what? It's the gasoline.
I don't think it's government regulations that require the gasoline to all be the same. Not the gasoline, but the actual like hose, the doors and stuff. I think it's probably just like, well, you're not going to fill your shit up anywhere.
So that's what I mean.
That's the problem now.
Right. Like if
I don't think you really want the once the government gets involved, it gets spicy.
Right,
It gets expensive.
And nothing happens.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, like, who stopped Ford many, many years ago from going, you know what? Our gas input system is going to be square.
Yeah. Who stopped them from taking the magnets out of the engine so they don't run for free?
On water.
Deep state.
Yeah.
On water. They got
Hydrogen powered.
Why
Right?
do carburetors go away?
They got vehicles.
Because a carburetor can go 900 miles a
I was
gallon.
going to say they got vehicles that can go 1,000
1,000 miles a gallon.
GPA.
Exactly. That's why they got rid of carburetors. Whoa. Got weird.
What do you got? You have a Dumb and Dumber clip pulled up on your computer?
Blew it.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Actually,
I'm so excited about it.
I know. I love that
Wait,
goddamn movie.
Hold on. Let me see if we can.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself.
Shouts to Cadillac.
Shouts to Cadillac, yeah.
That was my intent with that.
Oh, yeah.
Because just when everybody was
Sorry,
so
I definitely
upset,
fucked that up. I get the point. I get it now.
That's okay. Yeah, it's all right. We still pulled it off.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
still happened.
It's natural. That's what we like to do. Everything's all natural here. Shouts
I
to
saw you pull it up, and I was like, boy, I can't wait for this. I fucking love that movie.
Shouts to Manscaped. Again, everybody had their complaints and all that sort of stuff about the CT5, CT4 previously, the V version in particular, because there was only a 6-cylinder, only made 360 horsepower. So now Cadillac comes out with the CT5V Blackwing.
Ooh.
And totally redeem themselves with a fucking V8 that produces 668 horsepower. You can roll gears in your manual transmission, all while skidding sideways in your rear-wheel drive fucking
Monster.
golf machine.
The real redeemer for me on the CT5V Blackwing, Batman.
Blackwing.
The number one thing about that thing is that the price point.
It's huge.
And
That's like
what-
my key takeaway.
It's what devastated the CTS-V because it was like $100K and no one's going to buy it over an M5, even though it's faster and better looking. But I'm pretty sure that the CT5V Batwing is 85 grand.
Starts at 61.
Starts 61.
That's a CT5V Batwing?
All the performance. Well, this says all the performance will cost you $84,990.
Yeah.
Is the CT4
So,
Batwing?
okay, because like the thing I have here, this is from Lieberman's post.
Love that guy.
Shouts Johnny Lieberman.
So even more crucially, like Big Brother, the CT5 Blackwing, this Blackwing, Jesus, it's a mouthful.
It's
Yeah, doesn't roll off the tongue.
This
No.
car is built from GM's outstanding Alpha 2 railway drive platform. Price starts at 61. It's $9,000 less than the M3 and $2,000 more than an M2 comp. Color me intrigued. So
61, and that's for the
that has
The
to be,
Batwing?
that has to be for the CT4, but it's not what he's talking about. So
well, it's either way. It's way
cheaper.
way cheaper. The
Yeah.
they both are very. They're both. We saw some previews of them the other day on the last podcast. We talked about kind of the powertrain options, etc. But the pictures are now online, and they are aggressively understated. I think, but they look beefy.
Yep.
And they aren't tragically overstyled like the M cars, which is huge. The M cars, however, are all-wheel drive, and we did mention last time that these were supposed to have an all-wheel drive option, but we didn't see any confirmation of that. Because if I know anything about performance cars in the New England area, it's if they're all-wheel drive, they're just going to sell way easier. Do I want my CT5V Batwing all-wheel drive? Maybe.
would you?
really?
I wouldn't mind it.
If you want to use it all the time, right?
Yeah, I'd use it as a daily, like any man should.
Because like
Be a man.
the
Rear-wheel drive
the
in the
reality is a 670 horsepower rear-wheel drive car. Snow tires are not.
Yeah, I have like a 550 horsepower wheel drive car, and it is a handful with snow
Yeah.
tires.
So no matter what,
It's fun, but
Yeah.
there's sometimes you're just like, I'd love to get out of this spot without having to have my buddies push me.
so I get that.
To kind of clear up or add to the
confusion? There we go.
the Cadillac CT4V starts at $59,990.
Okay.
I assume the CT4V Blackwing is what they are referring to.
All right.
Starting at $60,000.
Or they're just talking about the CT4V
No,
non-Batwing.
I think the non-Batwing. I can confirm that right now. Hold on.
So in a separate post that I just opened up here, that was a CT4 price I had mentioned earlier. The CT5 is 85. What did you say earlier? 84, 85?
Wait, where is it? I had that up.
Bruno
as
in
well.
the chat room just explained the whole thing.
Good.
The
Lay it on us.
CT4V Blackwing, aka the new ATS-V, starts at $60K. The CT5V Batwing, aka the new CTS-V, starts at $85K.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Giant shout out to Bruno V for clearing that whole thing up.
Shouts Bruno V.
I appreciate him clearing that up, but it's also funny that there's different numbers every single place you look.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. I think because maybe there's still a CT4V and a CT5V.
There is, yeah.
The only thing about this that the difference between this and the CTS and the ATS, especially the CTS, is when the CTS came out, there was some real hype around just the normal CTS, how good it looked, how it compared to its rivals.
Yeah.
ATS was very similar. The second gen CTS was the same. The third gen CTS, like the final gen CTS-V,
Yeah.
is ridiculously good looking.
Yeah. It's a beautiful car.
And there was hype behind the normal version, and then they came out with the monster version. I don't think the CT4 and the CT5 have any hype around them at all.
I think they shot themselves in the foot by changing the
CTS, ATS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's interesting. I think almost they're reneging on an idea. So maybe they thought the when they kind of killed off the CTS ATS, they thought that was going to be the end of it, and they kind of popped this back in. Or maybe they thought, hey, you know what? Everyone else has confusing naming characteristics. We should too.
I'm glad they're keeping the Catera name in it, though, with the CT.
Yeah.
Because nothing like the Catera touring sedan, the original Cadillac Catera, which was a hilariously bad car.
And I do have this reference here as well. I'm right on Cadillac's website, and they did update it. So I have a CT4 starting at 33,
Okay.
CT4V starting at 44,495,
Okay.
CT4V Blackwing again as Bruno said, starting at $60,000. This is
Shut the fuck up.
58,995.
Perfect.
Still have CT5 that starts at 36,895. CT5V starts at 47,695. CT5 Blackwing 83,995.
That's gonna be one of the biggest bumps between two car trims. Period.
CT5 Blackwing shown 110,150.
Okay.
So that's the one that's
But
shown.
it's a $40,000 bump between the CT5V and the CT5V Batmobile.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Yeah, is that
40K.
right?
So you could buy a V and you could buy both
yeah.
instead of the Batwing.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You buy both Vs instead of the Black.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's an interesting
the
way to
Vs,
do things.
And just the Vs are the V6 turbocharged ones.
Okay.
Are they the twin turbo one?
Give me a
Think
moment.
so?
I think
Well,
they are.
because the CT4V got the 3.6 V6 twin turbo. So I didn't know if it was just a dumbed down version of that or if it was a total different animal under the hood there.
I don't know if our
It's an
internet
animal, all right.
just stopped working or it's just Cadillac's website. It's just Cadillac's website.
Solid.
Just
It's probably getting overloaded with requests from 85-year-old men.
You just can't click the fucking. Oh, that makes it easy. Yeah, just click the other button.
There you go.
This is
I don't know. It doesn't seem to be
a
working
very
with Josh.
good
But in the
website.
meantime, they have a carbon fiber aero package
Yeah.
that reduces lifts by 214% on the CT4.
That's a lot of percent.
214% and 75% on the Blackwing, CT5V Blackwing. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
There's the under trays under the car have these kind of slits cut in it
Yep.
to streamline air to go under the car and a super straight kind of like no nonsense fashion.
Yeah.
It's it's thought out.
So it's
Don't want the air fucking around
like
down there.
the numbers are just messing with me. So it's 2 times more aerodynamic, being 210%.
It's 210% less lift.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it was. Less lift. Okay. So it's 2 times more planted.
2.1 times.
2.1 times. Okay.
Your dad stays in the seat 2.1 times
Less
more.
lift.
More than
Yeah.
Right. Math is not my good.
I mean, 2.1 times more is a lot more.
Right, that's what I mean. It's double the anyway, look at one
Beef.
yeah.
It's double
more.
the beef.
Yeah, double the beef.
Both cars get rev matching capability and no lift shift.
My cars all have rev matching capability as
no
well.
lift shift, huh? Just
No
fucking
lift shift.
stay in it.
My cars all have that as well. It's not
Just
good for the transmission.
Give it the beans. On a manual?
Just fucking slam it.
How does that work out for you?
Tell you later.
Yeah. Is the computer programmed to do so?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those RPMs
Need all kind of switches I don't plan on installing.
RPMs don't lighten up at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I think in 20 years when we're all humming around in our electric dystopian future,
This is supposedly
we'll be like, hey, remember the time Cadillac was like, we're going out fucking swinging?
This is supposedly
Yeah.
the last hurrah out of them from the V models in
The ice.
gasoline powered. The ice.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's cute what Dodge is doing.
Yeah.
I'm still holding out for the fucking
Hella van.
hella van.
Journey to hell.
It's coming. I'm telling you. Another bit of news.
Yep.
Got some kind of spy shots. Just somebody was luckily there, right place, right time regarding the Proto Z.
Ooh, Proto Z.
So
Z Proto.
the speculation has been on which motor it's going to be.
Yep.
But these photos that were taken with the hood up or hood open,
Ooh.
hood propped.
Bonnet popped.
Some keen eyes have noticed that it looks like the Infiniti Q60 Red Sport motor, which is a twin turbocharged V6, 3-liter that develops 400 horsepower.
That would be a spicy meatball.
Yes.
That's a meatball I'm interested in owning.
That would be a spicy meatball. More than the Supra
Yeah. Well, for now.
for now.
Until they do that. And then the Supra's like, well, Supra.
Supra Max, I want to call it.
Supra
that's developing.
R.
in. Supra R. Super. But yeah, there's some speculation that that's what it's going to be, and if that's what it's going to be, word.
So be it.
Word.
Is it a VQ? Can we straight pipe it?
Q60?
It's not going to help if you
It's going to sound.
if it has turbos. It's going to fuck the sound up.
Yeah, I was going to say it might
NA
not.
only.
Probably won't sound the same
it's
as we're used to.
Interesting you mentioned spy photos, Josh, because I saw spy photos of the 2022 Civic hatchback, and it has a wing on the back now.
Just the hatch?
Just the hatch.
Yeah, heavily camouflaged.
Okay.
Slow news week. I like those hatches. The Civic hatches were always cool, and they made them in that super cool lime green. I wish they'd make that in like I guess the R is a hatchback,
right?
I wish they'd make the SI
that how that
hatchback.
works?
I think.
Yeah, although technically the R is considered what do they call it? They won't call it a hatchback. They call it a 5-door.
Is it a 5-door?
I think, right?
That's not what they told me.
4 doors in the hatch.
What is it with all this stuff? If it's got a hatch out back, it's just a hatchback, no?
Yeah, that's what I always
They
say.
call it-
That's a crazy
They
definition.
call it a coupe?
Coupe, but like I
Coupe
forgot-
d'etat.
I think the term 5-door gets thrown around way too much.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I never hear 5-door.
Pain in the ass. I don't like it.
I don't like it one bit.
Nope, not having it.
So the Nissan Frontier, which we've brought up a few times in the past.
Yeah.
It's getting restyled.
This is because it's been around. It was
The last refresh was 10 years ago.
so this
Nice.
this one's been around, and I think we did a story on it. A guy bought one brand new,
Yeah.
and then traded that one in with like 300,000 miles to get his son the same exact truck.
Exact same truck.
Exact same truck.
So they are now restyling it. It is going to take its cues from the Nissan Navara, which is sold in other places in Australia. Actually,
Wasn't he the lead singer for Navarro? David Navarro.
maybe that might be named after. Being Flat might be able to chime in, but it's a beefy looking, like rugged, smaller pickup truck.
I'm into it.
That's no longer really going to be that much smaller than its like Big Brother counterpart.
The Titan, Nissan Titan. Is that what it's called?
Frontier.
Frontier's a tiny guy, or supposed to be the tiny
Little guy.
Supposed to be the tiny guy.
Okay.
So, and actually, their release is tomorrow, so we should hear more about that tomorrow.
Okay.
Wow. I'm not going to be able to sleep.
Missed it by a day.
I'm gonna be fucking glued to the internet.
Jesus.
Waiting.
Like Chuck said, slow news week.
Yeah, been a slow news week.
I just like seeing some of this Nissan news because it's stuff that kind of we dropped nuggets on a long time ago, and now you
right,
find
It's come to fruition.
it's taken a long time, obviously, because some things have happened, I assume.
Right.
But you're
COVID.
starting to see some of it trickle down. You're like, holy shit.
It's really building our credibility in these streets.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really panning out.
See what the streets is talking about.
A lot of things happen in Nissan. COVID. Their former CEO running away and getting snuck out in a guitar case.
It's a cello case or whatever it was.
A bunch of guys getting arrested in Massachusetts for
Right,
pulling them out.
Exactly. Handful of things happening.
He's still there, though. He's still having a hell of a time out there. Big shout.
and still yet
Carlos Ghosn.
Still waiting on that refresh GTR.
That guy's my favorite. I think he might be my favorite automotive head.
Is he?
Previous.
right. I don't know. The guy from what is it, Nikola?
Wow.
He's in the running.
I didn't
too.
want to talk about that guy.
He's
That guy should be on the run.
stand-up individual right
Yeah,
there.
that guy's
From
a
what we
champ.
hear, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Same with Carlos. It's
right.
all alleged, baby.
Right. Not
He was just escaping the Japanese tyranny.
innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
Shouts to Rhoda for him. This is a great beer.
Yeah? You
Shouts-
want it
it's
right
a great
now?
beer. I'm milking it like a little.
I think Jay heard how what a lightweight you are, and it's just water.
It's. It's. I mean,
Just carbonated water.
This is one.
we made you a very special batch.
A little bit of yeast sprinkled in there
Yeah.
for flavor.
Little
Why
non-alcoholic
does it
beer
say
for you.
Josh's weed drink on the bottom.
Yeah.
It does say fill up your cup. That's cool. Anything else for
For news?
El Newsay?
Cadillac put out some. That's like, I mean, it's
oh,
been
yeah, that's
like
all I got.
we
Raptor,
got
Cadillac.
lucky. Tap touched on that Cadillac last week. You know,
Right. I don't even. Oh, I think that was because we knew the release was
we
coming.
saw some
but-
spy shots and
yeah,
got
there
some
was some
deets.
stuff.
Although I'm still waiting for the all-wheel drive news.
You know, it's tough because, even the used CTS and ATS cars have held their value.
For what I understand, the used third-gen CTSVs are wicked expensive still.
Super expensive, and the second gen is unbelievably expensive.
The blower ones?
Yeah.
No way, really?
Super expensive
Huh.
to try and get your hands on one of those. Especially if you want to get like a manual.
Yep.
It's big bucks. A wagon, forget about
Game
it.
over.
Talk
Yeah.
about
Forget
a car.
about it.
Talk about a car that didn't really have a lull. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff typically, it's fucking crazy when they first come out. It's tough to get dealer markups, all that shit. And then it just kind of at some point tanks.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that ever tanked.
The first gen CTSV are hilarious, and it's like they took a DeVille and just stuffed a big V8 in the front.
Right? They said fuck.
They've just got big
Those are awesome.
couch seats up front.
That was
yeah.
that was because the guy that currently works for Dodge used to work for them.
Yeah. I can fix this.
I got this fucking idea.
Yeah, hold my beer.
You'll never believe what I want to do.
Yeah.
The second gen ones, I understand why they're so expensive because they were just absolute peaches.
Yeah.
Talk about a car that all you got to do is put like a little intake on it. And yeep,
Yeah.
everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And it's faster than everything.
I was gonna say Jordan and Dave.
You see that photo?
Oh, let's get into that in a second. Jordan and Dave, when Dave first got that car, I think that's what they did. They put an intake on it first. That was like the first thing, and that was what fucking sent it down the road. Because he's like, the first time you heard that car with an intake on it, like 50 yards away, it was just fucking magical.
right.
Yeah.
It's a four-door sedan.
Yeah.
So going back to that, Jordan and Dave, I believe, recently participated in a race.
What are they,
It says.
Godfather?
Godfather Motorsports
Motorsport.
on Instagram. We'll probably get him in again at some point because we can kind of follow up on all the what's that called, Street Outlaw stuff.
Yeah.
He was asked back, wasn't he?
What's that?
He was asked back.
Yes, I believe so. I don't know how that's planning to.
No, I know
happen
it's
or
public
when.
that he was asked back.
Yeah,
I don't know
he
what they've
mentioned
done
that,
since
right,
then. Yeah.
exactly. But no, they released a photo recently at Godfather Motorsports on Instagram. Just look them up.
I threw it in my story because I was like, what the fuck?
Right. It's just the front wheels are 6 feet in the air.
Well, like this is the 12 o'clock boys.
Pointing
And then-
skywards.
And then this is like maybe 10:30 boys.
Scraping parachute.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I wouldn't want to be in that car when it came back down.
That's the thing. I didn't talk to Jordan, and I didn't see a video of it or anything, but I just I'm guessing he wet off. just
you gotta stay in it, man.
I
You gotta
know for sure. Like it's not like a school bus, purpose built situation.
When in doubt, throttle out.
Wheelie out.
I think just power right through it.
Yeah.
But that's
You ever heard the term "let him eat"? Yeah.
Everyone's eating that drag strip.
Good track prep that day.
Yeah. You're not kidding. It definitely looked like they was somewhere warmer than here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
just having a little peek at the clouds.
yeah.
It's one of those days. The amount of shoes that get stuck to that thing, I love those videos.
Yeah.
Of the fucking dudes go to talk to their boy after a big burnout and their shoes get stuck and they fall back. It's amazing.
The worst is when they walk out of them and then once the sock hits it's over. It's a wrap.
It's like a scene from fucking Home Alone.
Sockless for the rest of the
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
Yeah. You gotta put that sock back inside the shoe of tar.
And it's one of those things. Like I'm not poking fun at them because I'd be one of the most ungraceful
That's a
motherfuckers
VST,
as
baby.
that's happening. But it's
Yeah, you gotta make
wonderful
sure
to watch.
make sure they're strapped up if you're going out there.
Yeah, I'd go out Crocs strapped on.
Right, yeah. No, that's why I get it. I get why the Corvette guys.
I think you pull right out of the croc strap.
Now
think so?
This is
Oh,
why
yeah.
they wear Velcro.
Yeah.
That's why they wear Velcro. You can't fucking unstrap those things.
Yeah.
Right on there. Pull pavement up with those things.
Jesus.
But yes, shouts to Godfather Motorsports on pulling wheelies. What else? Anything else for news? Or do you want to get into some cold weather talk?
So I know I got some car videos.
Yeah, let's get into that. I watched some stuff, I think.
Mighty Car Mods.
Oh yeah, tell us about it.
Thank you.
How
Yeah.
was that video?
Well, they got an RS3 hatch, which makes me angry because I really want an RS3 hatch, and they are modifying it, and I really want one. And Mighty Car Mods is modifying it, and I watched the first 5 seconds of the video, and I plan on watching it later.
I gave you everything you needed though.
Love those guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great little build, and it's going to make me jealous the whole time. Also, shout out to our video, which I didn't know we released today, our vlog.
Second one.
I'm
Second one in like 3 days.
15 or
Second vlog
16
in 3
minutes
days.
in. So I'll finish up the rest maybe tonight or tomorrow morning.
Yep. Shouts to everybody who's been kind of shooting me text messages or DMs just saying how much they are enjoying those. So thank you very much. We will continue to do them. I started to record one today here talking about the E36, and then I electrocuted myself and had to fix some lights. So,
You zapped yourself. I think electrocution.
Result in death.
Correct.
okay, I got stung.
Yeah.
Shocked.
I wasn't even fucking around with anything. Just happens. You know,
Where were you? Where did you shock yourself?
The on switch.
The on switch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The-
On off.
You overfueled it.
Yeah. Toggle on off.
What do you put too much beef on it?
I don't know. I was trying to sort it out earlier. I think we have a grounding problem, to be quite honest.
Generally?
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of grounding problem, that motherfucker, Punxsutawney Phil, came out and
Oh.
told us more winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Phil,
Yes.
I've had your back this whole time. You usually come out, you do your thing, you tell me it's going to be an early spring.
Get him, Phil.
He
I
fucked
mean-
me.
Daddy
At
don't
this-
want an early spring.
At this point, lie to me.
Yeah.
Lie to me. Tell me
Yeah.
it's
When was
you know,
Groundhog Day?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Shit.
February 2nd.
Thanks, Philly.
Seems a little early to predict it, but
Yeah. I mean, does anybody know how smart this groundhog actually is?
dude, it's Punxsutawney Phil.
How long has he been
He
around?
wouldn't be doing this job if he wasn't accurate.
How long has he been around?
Taylor's oldest time, my friend.
All right. So, like, is it the same guy?
I'm not going to lie to you,
The
dog.
same one?
Or is this some imposter that came along?
No, I think they breed him.
I'm pretty sure this guy's never right.
You see, he's always right. You see, I mean, they get real dressed up for the occasion, these guys.
They,
Who, the groundhog?
No, there's some
The gentleman in the top hat.
some tall hats.
He holds him up like Simba. That's way the news can take pictures of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He grabs them?
Yeah, so he comes out of his hole.
How do you know if he sees his shadow?
Well, see, the thing is that the entire stage is flooded with lights and cameras, so there's really no shadows
To be
here
seen.
To be seen.
Right.
But he comes up out of his hole, and he tells you what's up, and then they lift him up and they show him to the crowd, and the crowd applauses. The hell of a thing. I
I'm
don't know
guessing
why I've
those things-
gravitated towards it my whole
So, but
life.
how do you know? I'm going to go back to my previous question. How do you know if it sees its shadow?
A day will come out. It looks around. It sees what it wants. I don't know.
But couldn't you?
Yeah, but
I mean, couldn't you?
does he
manipulate-
does he go
There's not,
shadow?
there's not a science behind it. It's just a thing.
Yeah, but
It's like a local.
he didn't see it this year?
No.
Did he tell somebody? How does this?
How do we know he didn't see it though?
Right.
I think you look around, and when he comes, his head comes out. If there's no shadow around his head, then there you go. So really, it doesn't need to be a groundhog. It could be
anything.
It could be anything.
Could be.
I mean, you could crawl out of the hole.
Wait, but
could just be my fucking head that pops up.
Yeah,
so it's all about which way his face is facing when he comes out of the hole.
pretty much.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So really, just
If he's looking into the sun or away from the sun.
so it's really just a complete crapshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's fun.
Okay. Yeah. Gives you something.
Doesn't need to make sense. I was telling someone this earlier. I said, if it's fun, it doesn't need to make sense.
no, it definitely doesn't need to make sense, and it definitely does not.
Yeah, but it's fun.
But it's
At the
hilarious.
very least, it gives you something to look forward to.
yeah.
every
Every year.
February.
I wonder
gives you
if,
something to look
other
forward to.
countries have such a hilarious, just straight
No
dumb.
way.
No, they just have fucking German sausage that pops out of the ground or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
No, they probably.
I think that's called a glory hole, Josh.
Yeah, they probably look at.
And it's
Out
a
of the-
totally different.
out of the ground,
Oh,
not the wall.
Yeah, they look at real weather patterns. They make an educated decision on the matter.
Right.
We have a fucking animal that pokes its head out of a fucking a predetermined hole surrounded by the news crew.
They use technology.
I've seen videos about this stuff.
We use a fucking beaver that pops out the hole.
I mean,
We don't know if he actually sees his shadow. What if
No.
he's got his eyes closed?
yeah.
Right. So what if somebody's got a flashlight behind him?
If you've ever seen it, it's covered in overhead, literally like where we are now.
So they put lights there?
There's lights everywhere.
What the fuck?
It's like it's like a movie set.
How is that natural at all?
It's not.
All right, so
So
this fucking guy holds him up.
I watched a couple videos.
All right, lay it on me.
I don't follow these dudes. I think I watched a video or two from them because Chuck mentioned them. But Heavy D Sparks.
Yeah, I really like him. So he's part of the Diesel Brothers, which I didn't know.
He paid a
Oh my
visit.
God.
Are you watching the groundhog?
I just want to see what happens with the groundhog.
So-
There's a bunch of guys in top hats holding him.
Yeah, that's it, man. You saw it.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, but when's he pop out of the hole?
It's probably a specific
Like this
time.
video starts with this groundhog out of the hole.
It's live coverage. It's 8 hours. They don't know when he's going to pop out of the
It's
hole.
only a 2-minute video. I mean,
It's such a big deal that I get a news notification for
all
it.
these guys got beards. They're holding up fucking plaques. More
So-
snow. We heart old man winter. They're holding up signs. It's like a wrestling match.
So what I'm
You have
thinking,
no idea how big of an event this is.
I'm looking at that.
I've always wanted to go.
Well, I mean,
Here's a better
It's
one.
a live event. You
Maybe-
can go.
maybe we,
Old Phil isn't out yet.
well, if we can't get tickets for next year,
Is this hole in that stump?
if we can't get tickets for next year, maybe we do
Oh,
live,
they open.
a live podcast during.
Yeah.
So we can be here to see it happen. I watched.
We can open the betting line.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait.
Is he going to see it?
He's coming out as a minus 200.
These guys pop the door open?
Wait, there's a door for the hole?
There's a door. The hole's a stump.
Does he live
Yeah.
there year round? That's my question.
I don't
Is he-
believe so.
is he
No, there's a
constantly-
bunch of hay in it. It's like
it's-
it's a barn.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that's bullshit.
It looks like it's like a doghouse for a groundhopper. And then these guys just they just pull them out.
Yeah.
I'm not, no joke. Like no one's ever seen this before besides Corey. They open a stump that's filled with hay, and a man in the top hat pulls an animal out of it.
And this determines, not predicts, it determines our weather patterns
And
for the
then-
next 3 months.
I'm trying to see where his shadow comes into play. Okay, so they're holding him. There's a bunch of guys surrounding the groundhog, picking him up, one-handed, brushing the hay off him.
You want to make sure he's clean for his photos.
Yep, and looks like they're gonna. And he holds him up in there like Simba. There's no at no point is a shadow
Involved.
even
right.
in the play.
There's way too many fucking lights. Poor guy. He's probably
This
all-
groundhog looks freaked out.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's PETA?
Because he's a fucking wild animal and he's getting thrown in there.
I don't think he's wild, buddy. Something tells me this groundhog's
He's
a sham.
Pet groundhog.
Something tells me this groundhog definitely lives better than me 364 days out
Yeah,
of the year.
exactly.
Most
This
likely.
one time he's surrounded by strange men with top hats, so he lives like you 364 days
Yeah.
into the year.
So I did watch a video.
These guys are having the time of their life, though. They're just all smiling,
It's an
freaking me
exciting
out.
time.
Sorry, Josh, go ahead.
It's okay. Heavy D Sparks and his brother, I think. I don't know.
No, they
His
say they're
brother?
brothers, but they're not. Those are the Diesel brothers from the TV show.
Okay, smaller guy.
Kind of rednecky,
yeah,
always wearing a jumpsuit.
Still big beard.
I think his name's also a D name, maybe a Dave.
Dave, we'll go with Dave.
Yeah,
Heavy
I think
D
they're
is-
both Dave.
Heavy D and his brother Dave. They visit Cletus at the Freedom Factory.
Oh,
They,
Cletus.
of course, take a helicopter there.
From Utah?
I don't know if it's from you. They get helicoptered in the track. I doubt it's
Okay,
from
but I was
Utah.
going to say a helicopter from Utah to
Sounds
Florida.
miserable.
Sounds like a terrible ride.
Doesn't happen.
They
You're
do have a plane as well.
You're stopping very often for fuel.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Heavy D would do it.
So one of the things is when they first get there, I haven't watched the whole video, but when they first get there,
Yes.
they're chatting, whatnot. Cletus tells them that he's like, oh yeah, we got some things for you planned. If you want to drive my drag car, it's here. And
Heavy D crushes him like a grape.
well, so they're checking the car out, and he's just kind of Cletus sets it up in like roll on boost, so it's not a full on death machine. But first time out, Heavy D gets in the thing and runs like a 7.8.
Yeah.
He's like, I've never done this before, and he just fucking cranks out an
Heavy D
absurd
fucks
time.
at everything.
And it was just cool. And then the next guy got in, and I think
His
he
brother
ran,
Dave?
He ran an 8.2. His brother Dave ran an 8.2. So
Yeah.
it's just like, fuck, I want to go play.
It's quarter mile.
Quarter mile, yeah, at the track.
my.
Just ran like with no, basically Cletus is like, yeah, just turn the steering wheel a little to the right and you take off, and then just don't let off, just go.
Yeah.
And you just that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you don't live on the edge, cliff diving helicopters in Utah to be thrown off by drag racing some shitty car Cletus has. It's super fucking fast.
It's a Corvette for in particular.
It is a surprise.
And just there's some meaty meats on there. And
I
I'm
like
sure-
all those guys. I would like to see that video.
No, it's
Was
cool.
it Cletus's
I gotta-
channel or Heavy D's channel?
This was on Heavy D's channel, and the video is titled "Cletus immediately regrets inviting us to the Freedom Factory." So who knows if something goes down after the fact?
Probably crashes it. The only thing that gets me about Heavy D is he's not the real Heavy D, the overweight lover,
Right.
who I very much enjoy as well. Possibly even more than Heavy D Sparks.
Yeah.
Like Heavy D the rapper is
That's
the real
my-
Heavy D.
Before. Yeah, there's no comparison.
Should be maybe Heavy
I mean,
Dave. Could have
Heavy-
gone Heavy Dave.
Heavy D Sparks is a long way.
Because I thought
to
it was like a
win the
cross. I thought Heavy D Sparks was maybe a
Bubba Sparks.
mixtape by Bubba Sparks over
Yeah.
Heavy D Beats, but it was not.
Right. No.
But excellent content nonetheless.
Yes, still very entertaining. I will probably watch some more of their videos. I also watched. The kid gets a lot of hate.
Shmee?
No.
Deserve it hate?
That's we're not even going to get into that. Whistling Diesel,
Oh yeah, I was talking to Nikki Novak about Whistling Diesel today. Hilarious.
and I watched.
Who's that?
He's the guy that took the pickup truck in the ocean.
Oh,
the
he wants to be on the
giant-
podcast.
Does he really?
Yeah, I have his phone number, his email. Yeah. He wants to be on the I told you guys about that.
Okay.
He's good friends with Garrett.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That
Well,
guy
have
is
to
something.
consult.
Yeah.
That guy's amazing. Like
So
he
he-
took that car going in the ocean and just became the biggest YouTube star of all time.
Yeah.
So right. So that's one.
Does he
thing.
listen
His-
to the podcast?
He's heard of it, yeah.
That's
Because
so
he's
funny.
talking to Garrett about it. He saw the video. The Baja video. Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess that's what turned him on to it.
Big shouts
So-
to Whistling Diesel.
He's been just cranking out these videos, and again, the dude gets a ton of hate because I don't know, for whatever
He gets hate
reasons,
from people who have not watched his videos.
Right. So that's the thing. He knows what he's doing. He
And
knows what
Diesel
he's doing.
Diesel generally generates a lot of hate.
And one of the videos recently, he recently bought a Hello Kitty. Beats the bag out of that thing, generally. And in this video, actually, there's kind of a history. There's another video I didn't watch, but at some point he took a truck and put wooden wheels on it.
Oh, that's his car with wooden wheels on it?
So the
Oh, of
Hello
course it
Kitty
is.
with aluminum, they're aluminum wheels, and he
From the
explains that.
Amish.
But Amish style wheels, wooden
Correct.
wheels that are 30 inches tall or something
Yeah,
absurd.
they're ridiculous.
That stick out. They just clear the fenders enough so where he can't drive
Can't
this
turn.
thing, and he put these little rubber tires on it.
Yeah. What do you like cut open a bicycle tire and just kind of staple it
That's
on?
probably what it is.
Yeah.
They didn't really get into what he did. It's just more of the result of here's these wheels. We're going to put them on and we're going to have some fun. He dresses up like the Amish and takes the thing around town and just generates, as you would expect, absurd amounts of and wherever he is, Iowa or something like that, absurd amounts of attention.
I've been to Iowa.
And he's just
Not a lot of attention for other things out there.
this would grab it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's driving this thing, he's just cruising along. And there's one point where obviously he has a few friends with him or whatever, and somebody's filming from the backside, and they walkie-talkie up front, and they just go, "Hey, just to let you know, once you get about 30 yards in front of me, you can't see the wheels anymore, and it just looks like your car is hovering on the street. And it's just a stupid video, stupid idea, but a complete entertainment and fully enjoyable.
Novak Nick was telling me there's a video where he blows a drive shaft on something doing jumps, like a pickup truck.
Oh, I'm sure.
And he uses chain instead of a drive shaft.
That sounds about right.
Which sounds amazing because chain has just enough not give to it to run like a prop shaft.
Right, to at least move.
And then to do incredible damage when the chain breaks when you do that, which happened as well. So I think this guy's just putting out just absolute slammer content all over the place.
Everything, he was number one on YouTube.
Was he really?
A couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Jesus.
he was number one on YouTube for a handful of videos.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere, man. That video with him in the ocean was unbelievable.
I think that's...
And he's in the ocean in Florida.
Yep.
In a 3500 or something with
this thing that he built.
Giant wheels.
I think it's called Supermax, and he's building a bigger one currently. I think it's called Supermax or something like that, but it just gets he's showing little tidbits. I've only watched a few of his videos.
He's got a boat number on the side of it, and he's driving, and the Coast Guard pulls up.
Oh, yeah. Coast Guard.
And they start taking pictures, and they're like, that thing leaves like, yeah, we get a boat number. And they pull it up, and it's like, yeah, that boat number brings up a 26-foot Sea Ray. Not like a 2006 Chevy diesel.
Yeah. Not a 3500.
But they just don't care because it's Florida.
Right.
And the guys he's with, they're like, yeah, you'll be fine. It's Florida.
Yeah. But I mean, his again, I've only seen a handful of videos. I got to watch his whole kind of catalog at some point. I'm sure they'll pop up on my feed there. But he's made some absurd stuff like these fucking, a whole wheel of just spikes. Just literal like spikes that are on a 4-wheeler or something like that are just pieces of metal that are shaped like a long triangle, and there's like 30 of them on per wheel, and it just fucking I can only imagine what it does, where it goes from there. Then there's another video that's titled something like I borrowed my grandfather's truck and destroyed it or something.
I like where this guy's going.
Yeah. And it's literally him calling his grandfather, hey, my truck's broken. I got to go run into town. Can I borrow yours for a little bit?
Run into town. That's how you know.
And he gets it. He drops it off, and you can tell his grandfather's like apprehensive, like, take care of it. I'm hoping this is the last truck I have to buy. And immediately, it's just like after Grandpa leaves, it's the first clip is him doing about 55 through a field sideways, and then hits like a tractor and rips the bed nearly complete off. And then like just stupid it's reminiscent of like the Jackass days.
Yeah.
Where they do something, fuck something up so bad and just not laugh, just have a complete straight face and move on to the next phase of fucking something up. Cause I think a wheel almost falls off, all the bolts lug bolts fall out of it. He just puts one on there. And then it's like it's jacked up, but he just gets in and starts driving, and then he attacks it with a fucking forklift, and then he's just at one point stabbing the side of the bed and just lifting it up and dropping it. And it's just like, I'm sure I have to assume he replaced his grandfather's truck off camera or whatever.
Yeah.
But it just, lifts the thing up from the rear end and just drops it down. His grandfather comes back and he's like, yeah, man, somebody T-boned us. And then they had to drag it up there and then the bed fell off. Oh, the transmission doesn't work anymore. I don't know why. I don't know what happened with that. Oh, and by the way, somebody threw this through the window, which is him 2 minutes earlier. Just
Jesus.
like, oh my God. But yeah, it's highly entertaining to say the least.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it certainly seems it.
Yeah, he's really been knocking out of the park recently. That's awesome. Jesus.
What else you got, Josh?
Oh, I also started watching. I have not finished it. The Gears and Gasoline channel. Mm-hmm. I know I've watched a handful of videos from them previously, or some stuff here and there. It's not a main thing, but I'm very intrigued because I don't know when they posted this. I think there's 2 episodes out now, but they take two FDs across America, and I say across America.
I saw the algorithm gave me that.
Their intent is to hit all 48 states. One is still a Wankel, one is a K-swap.
Why is Alaska an island now?
Apparently.
Actually, you can't go to Canada. So
yeah,
probably,
depending on when they filmed it. Yeah, you can't get there.
The Alaska bridge is closed.
It's totally closed.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
It's
one's a K swap.
One's a K swap.
Wow. Well, that one made it.
you want a spoiler?
No, please don't
Okay.
spoil us.
All right.
But you
Yeah,
just did
it's
by
only
saying
one-
that.
It's only one episode in.
Oh, wow.
Let's just say they have their problems.
I wouldn't expect the K-Swap to immediately have a problem.
I think part of the thing is in early on, the timeline to finish the builds were right up to it.
So was timelines.
So that's part of it wasn't, fully gone through and tested. It was, hey, this is done. Let's fucking send it.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty cool. Shot very well. I'm going to continue watching that series. I think there will be a handful of episodes. So that is my YouTube consumption for the past few weeks, short of watching a lot of different
Earth.
videos to learn some skills about the next phase of what we're going to shoot.
Nice.
Flat Earth videos.
What do I have here? I've got Mike at Stansworks put out a new video.
Yep.
Focuses on the weight savings, and to sum the video up, he's taken out 1,100 pounds of stuff out of that Ferrari. Now, obviously, there's stuff that has to go back in, but I mean, the engine weighed almost 700 pounds. Well, the engine he's putting back in doesn't weigh anywhere near that much. The brass radiator that came out is huge. Then aluminum one's going back in that's like half the size.
Brass radiator.
Brass.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Half the size aluminum that's going back in. The brakes, he took the brakes off of brakes and suspension off all four corners, weighed that out. And it's being replaced with, aluminum calipers, and he's got suspension set up from H&R. So, I mean, just to be able to take out 1,100 pounds and know that you're going to be replacing it with maybe half of that.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Solid. That's some solid effort.
Yeah, and especially with just you're not just taking it out, but you're replacing it with just far improved.
Improve it, right.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I even said it to him when we were talking. I'm stunned by those bumpers that he took off, the front and rear bumpers.
Yeah.
Each weighing 40 and 42 pounds, I think it was. It was just crazy. Just like solid mounts of pieces of rubber and metal. That's literally it. So, and the heaviest pieces, just kind of boat anchors.
Yeah, and he found like someone makes carbon fiber ones.
Yeah.
that he's gonna have shipped in, which is interesting.
Yeah, the brass is $1.20 a pound on a radiator too.
Yeah.
Yo, Mike, let me get that.
It's probably more expensive to a Ferrari owner who wants it for his period correct build. So, shit,
scrapped a good $8.
bring it up. Bring a trailer. See where he's at on his little on his engine.
Yeah, Josh, you know what?
It's been up for a few days.
On his little engine there.
His little engine there, the little engine that could.
What's going on with that little engine he got there?
So, let's see. There we are.
More than you can afford, pal.
Only current bid, $2,250.
Throw a couple bids in there for
How
you,
long
boy.
does he get to go?
Ends in 5 days. So
Oh,
it's
5 days.
yeah.
Okay, so it hasn't been up as long as I thought, but overall,
If you
know
get a
what's
Ferrari,
great?
you need a motor. That's the one.
what's great is he had it dynoed prior to taking it out, so he has all of that. He does compression stuff. He did all that, but he is also he attached his YouTube video to him pulling it, so they're going to be able to see. Like anyone bidding on it, it's going to be able to see, oh yeah, it's coming out of this car, which obviously proved to be beautifully healthy, but it's being replaced with something
Way better.
far superior. So,
I mean, I'm going to be honest here. Just a quick shuffle
Peruse?
through the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Not as bad as I expected.
no.
Not yet.
No, all level-headed.
Give it time.
All very, yeah.
A lot of respectable. They also can delete comments on there, too.
Yeah.
So if everybody gets too
Okay.
nuts.
Yeah.
And
Get
if
dumped.
enough people flag it as not constructive, they'll take it down.
Just self-removes.
Yeah.
As much as we pick on Brick and Trailer, they do a very nice job.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
really-
it's I think.
Besides
I don't
ruining
know.
the entire enthusiast car market.
Right, besides that whole thing. But it's, I think.
Well, we've
it's
talked about it before that if it wasn't that, someone else would have done it.
It would
So
just be
good,
different-
Good for
yeah.
those guys.
It would be a different website called something
a
else.
different
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
Which now there's a handful of them.
Dougie D's.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
know.
I don't even know the name of his. This P Car Market.
I mean, there's collecting cars. That's an actual.
Yeah.
It's not just the.
so there's a
podcast.
bunch of them. But what else do I have here? Oh, our dear friend Joey Seeley,
Shouts to Joey C.
Emotion Engineering,
Yep.
did an autofocus with
Yep.
Larry Chen.
Did it really?
44 minutes long too. I haven't watched it, but
Which car?
I'm 3 minutes in.
I think it's the shop tour.
You haven't gotten to the car. Oh, it's his shop. His new
So
shop?
I'm 3 minutes in. Yeah, his new shop that
Oh.
looks like a surgical
That
lab.
looks unbelievable.
I'm 3 minutes in. 44 minutes is a bit much to ask. So I'm gonna need like some time
A couple sessions
to get through that. Especially the autofocus ones are so incredibly detailed.
Yeah.
It's like a long form. The way he does it, it's like a long form conversation that you'd get out of a podcast, but it's entirely visual.
Yes.
So like you're fucking yourself by just playing it in the background and listening to them talk because you're missing everything.
Right. That's why. Yeah, you can't do that.
I have to
That's why
sit down
it's
and
so
watch
tough.
it like an episode.
Right.
That's just Larry Chen's just so good at what he
Yeah,
does.
but like it popped up on my YouTube thing and I was like, wait a minute, that's Joey.
that Joey.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
that's super cool. Can't wait to see it.
He's with Zwart, right?
Yeah. So
That's
he's been
awesome.
hammering away on the cars, that new facility, the cars he's getting in there. I still see Project Nasty hanging around in the background, so
Yep.
that makes me happy.
Shouts to
Yeah,
Nasty.
so it's cool. So I don't know, maybe a report back. I'm sure I will about how great it was, but we already know how great it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Josh, did you watch Project Binky?
I have not yet.
Oh boy.
I heard it's an amazing episode.
You know, it is incredible because we're at the culmination of what we've all been waiting for.
Yep.
But in pure Project Binky fashion, they repainted the car the original color. So the original color of the car is what it got repainted to.
Okay.
But with some incredible flair.
Okay. Okay.
So,
are they just bringing us to the
Pieces of
point
flair.
and then stopping?
what'd you say? Pieces of what?
Pieces of flair.
Flair.
Pieces of flair.
Got to wear more flair.
Larry has 11.
You know, they did a great job. They didn't leave you hanging.
Okay.
You get everything start to finish.
Okay.
So full like shell from day one arriving at the paint shop to it's completely done and back at their facility.
Cool. That's super cool.
So and it's super detailed, the whole thing. They do some incredible, like the van, Troy's van out there, that
Yep.
like ghost imagery.
Yep.
They do that in the paint with multiple different colors of the Bad Obsession logo.
Nice.
Oh,
But you
cool.
can only see it in certain light.
When
Like
it's directly hitting that spot or whatever.
so like minis, classically they have a different colored roof,
Yep.
and then also they do the checkered roof.
Yep.
They did it in such a way that from certain angles the roof looks black, but from other angles it looks like a multicolored checkerboard ghost image. It's fucking wild. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Way above and beyond anything you would ever need, much like anything they've ever done on the car.
Right.
So check it out. But it's cool because they didn't give you a teaser now. It was kind of like some of the other episodes. It was like you get 30 minutes and it's like, all right, yeah, but now I have to wait 3 more months to see you finish the
Right. to see the
project.
next. Yeah.
This was like, it was 40 something minutes of just straight. This is it. Start to finish. Have at it.
It's got to be one of the most anticipated series on the internet.
You know what's funny is I looked and I mean, they have a shitload of followers.
Yep.
But nowhere near some of the other people who have. They don't come anywhere near that much. And I think it's because they did their post irregularity.
It's different. Right. Right. That's true.
Yeah. But totally different breed of person as
Yeah,
well to sit
different-
down and watch something that
Different niche and stuff. Right.
But super cool. Check it out. What else do I have? That's it.
Do you watch anything else there,
No.
Chuck?
I didn't even watch our vlog.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah. So, our vlog came out. I watched the previous one that was from like 3 or so days ago.
Yep.
Watched that one. You're doing some serious welding over there, my friend.
I got a tongue problem, boys.
Yeah, you got a tongue problem.
I talked about it. I'm like Jordan in my prime.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the new one, I went to that spot, got super excited. I pulled up to a gas station called the Henny Penny. I go to Amps. I was like, any place called the Henny Penny has got to be the jam.
Hell yeah.
Total shithole.
I'm so bummed that we didn't get to use our footage of the Rusty Lantern. Because I had some
I
on
still
there.
have it somewhere.
You'd have put out a bonus episode.
Yeah, we can do a
Yeah.
bonus episode of that because I also said, we should visit each of our own home base
Local spots.
gas stations.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little scared to go to my local one.
All right, well, we're gonna
it's
we'll pick you one.
You can pick one local to here.
it's a place.
What about
I-
local
I-
to work?
Yeah, I could probably do something like that.
I'm
honestly-
intrigued. I'm
honestly,
intrigued.
The one nearest me, like legit, I bring a camera in, may not come out.
The camera's definitely not coming with
Yeah,
you.
oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'll maybe get outside eventually.
Yeah,
The camera probably won't be with me.
At least your body will.
yeah.
That's true. Right, exactly.
We can film the exterior and do a full report.
Could be different
After.
pieces. Could be in a bag.
Hidden camera. We got to buy hidden
That's
cameras,
true.
boys.
I could hide one.
I
Just get a
need
big
a
hat.
Google Glass.
We'll just get a fucking beaver hat like that guy.
Snapchat was working on some glasses you could record from.
I was gonna
That's
say,
not creepy at all.
No, totally not.
Google hat. Yeah, there's a handful.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at almost 2 hours. We can we don't need a real
Yeah, let's go to
topic.
questions.
We can kind of have some questions and
Yeah, let's talk to the
and
people.
go from there. Next week we should have a guest scheduled.
We got asked
Um,
on the chat room
Yeah, what do we got in there?
by Dana Lag. Do you guys prefer swapped or rotary FDs?
To be totally honest with you,
Yep.
I would love one not swapped, just an
I
actual
was gonna
rotary.
say,
That's
yeah,
what we
I'd
both
like
said
an
in the
actual
chat
rotary.
room.
Yeah.
I think the rotary, it's like the E30 M3, and I think it will be further down the line as well, where the rotary is what makes it cool.
Yeah.
Like just because I want an FD because of how weird the rotary is, and I think a lot of people probably go into it like that, and then actually have to deal with the rotary, and are like, you know what, this blows.
Yes, Bruno V just said that Larry was the guy hired to do all the press photo stuff for the Blackwing, and they're incredible.
Yeah, Larry's knocking it out of the
cool.
park, man.
Yeah, I forgot to bring that up earlier.
Um,
He's doing some big dog shit.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's something so unmistakable about the sound of a rotary,
Yeah.
and just so like
oh, it's it's so recognizable.
Yeah.
It's so
the character it gives.
yeah, right. You know what it is. Juice worth the squeeze. I
Maybe not, but I think it'd be cool, especially like where Fingertide Other Chris's car is going to be like single turbo, decent port on it.
Yeah.
I think that's where you stop with them.
So that's the thing is like, can you get it to a point where you can enjoy it most of the time?
Yeah, and it's not to say I mind the swapped ones. I think they're cool too. I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of that.
Or
same,
know I would after owning one.
It's
but-
right. It's kind of that same thing with that Mike was saying last week. Like, yeah, could put an LS in it, but it's not very.
Yeah, but if you're not putting a Dodge V10 in it, don't at me.
A Dodge V10 in the FD.
Yeah.
Oh,
is there one of those out there?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
know
you'd be
for sure.
sitting on it.
Like I could see, 2J and stuff like that.
With Nas?
With Nas.
No, I think they're both cool. I prefer the rotary, but that doesn't mean. Remember, Diego's was awesome with the single
It was-
turbo
it's super
LS.
cool,
It
right.
was sick. I wish I got a shot at that thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Long and forgotten. Let's get into some questions. I'm going to start at the top this time.
All right.
Mydaily.cy.
My daily CY.
How long is your commute to work? Mine is 150 miles round trip. My God. That's a lot.
I think mine is 4
Yeah, mine's 11.
round
Mine-
trip, right?
No, I think it's 11 away.
Oh, okay. Because I'm talking mine's for 4 round trip.
Oh yeah, mine's probably 22-ish round trip.
Yeah, I'd say I'm around 60. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's I ain't complaining.
It's not too bad. I don't mind mine. It's a good what's the term? Decompress?
Yeah, see that's the problem. Mine was so close I needed to find a longer way home.
Right.
So like I've like mapped out a longer way home.
Right.
Right. Just to
Yeah.
take a breath.
Yeah, just because
Just drive the wrong way for about 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's it's just like like listen to the music, listen to a podcast,
Podcast,
like
right.
just kind
Right.
of like your
Right.
thoughts for yourself.
I was gonna say that's like in a weird way.
Need wheel time, man.
Yeah.
The this whole thing is because of a commute. Because if I didn't
Yeah.
have that commute, I wouldn't have
You wouldn't have been
wouldn't have
brainstorming.
had these ideas, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
my
would just-
20 minutes is nice.
Strong. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. _Michael.John_.
Michael John.
Why are you selling the M3? New project? ? Nope. Some revival upgrades. You'll probably see more of that stuff in the
New
vlog.
Yeah.
That will be coming out. And I think I talked about it last week pretty heavily, right?
I think so.
I think so.
That
yeah.
it's
So-
sold.
Yeah, that it's sold. Yeah, we kind of got into it last week a bit. Let's see. Garrett Lee 393.
Caroline,
devil.
393.
The most reliable eBay part you need to have.
The most reliable eBay part you need to have.
Shift knob. Alpina. Kinda.
Ooh, reliable eBay part.
I don't use eBay for purchasing stuff very often.
I do. I do. as I highlighted earlier.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a crapshoot, but
it depends.
well, actually, no. What is the build that Hoonigan's doing?
Oh,
built
Their
to-
donk is all
donk.
eBay motor
It's
stuff.
built off of
So
eBay.
You can get great stuff off eBay for sure.
You can, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I think I bought a lot of like brake components and wheel bearings and like suspension components and stuff
Yeah.
like that off of eBay.
Yeah.
And all that, I mean, it turned out great. It actually proven to be far more reliable source than any sort of like reseller
Right.
or retailer, I should say. Or,
Right.
I'm into bootleg parts and Arrow from eBay.
I bet you it's super reliable,
Arrow's
right?
a perfect example.
Arrow's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like the wing dancer on the back of my Skyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wing,
Little ribbon dancer.
the ribbon dancer on the back of it. I was gonna pay like $900 for the. It's just gonna fold off anyways. Double stick tape.
Right. Just get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Grape whistle.
So good. Great whistle.
One brand for safety that you can trust the most.
One brand for safety.
That you trust the most.
I mean, Volvo.
Safety third.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
if he means
car
that.
brand.
I don't
or
know if he means that
aftermarket
car brand or just.
I'm
in
going
general.
car brand.
I
That's
was talking
easy.
car brand.
Tesla.
If it's car brand, Volvo.
Yeah.
Volvo for sure. They do weird shit to keep you safe.
Tesla's super safe until it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't roll over in the sand. I've seen the videos.
Okay, Volvo.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, think about it. I mean, cars have to be so safe to even make it to the road anyway
the
at this
standard is
point.
pretty high.
Oh yeah, tell that to
begin
the
with.
Chinese
Yeah.
car companies.
Right.
I'm talking U.S., man. It doesn't matter what they do. I stay over here. They stay over there. This is how it works. This is why we have a growing relationship.
A whole different world, right?
But I think here there's such tight constraints on everything that like you got to be pretty. You got to pretty on the ball.
Next couple questions. Jojo_Mark2.
Jojo Mark 2.
Who passed their road test first try when acquiring their license?
I did not.
I did.
I
Nope.
did.
Yeah, first.
I did not. I
first
did
go.
not yield long enough at a yield sign.
How do you yield long?
Oh, I came to a complete stop. I looked to my left, looked to my right, and then proceeded forward. And he told me I did not stop long enough at a yield sign. Immediately failed me. The guy was a total
I was
fucking
gonna say,
dickhead.
it kind of sounds like a,
Was it my uncle?
Yeah, total fucking maybe. I don't know. Total dick. But like I could bring you right to it. Actually, it's not too far from here. Right to this like intersection type thing.
Yield sign's a suggestion. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Shouts to Austin in the chat. Just bought a lift kit from Russia for my Honda Fit off eBay. I trust it.
I would too. I think there's a lot of lifted. There's probably the most lifted fits are in Russia.
If you're gonna trust the lift kit, Russia
Trust the
seems
pros,
like a
yeah.
good place, right? Shouts to Julian Edelman. Edelman question.
Julian, oh man, big shout out to the Pats.
They
You guys
playing this
didn't make it
weekend?
this
Good
year.
luck,
No, they didn't make it.
Pat's southeast, Tampa Bay.
How's Tom doing? Is he psyched for the game?
Oh, he's wonderful. He's happy.
Touchdown Tommy.
He's looking
Touchdown
great.
Tommy.
Oh my god,
Tommy
I'm
Heartthrob.
making some burgers for the Super Bowl.
When's the
Slinging.
Super Bowl?
Sunday.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yes. Slinging the rock.
Shit. What am I doing
Edelman
Sunday?
writes, would a movie about a pool shark played by Dolly Parton be rad, or am I wrong here?
Dolly Parton. Yeah, you know how low you got to get that pool shot. Get the angle.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sign me up. Do I get a POV camera or
Is she
what?
still around, Dolly?
She is,
Yeah.
because she was actually helping people recently. I forgot what it was.
Current Dolly or old Dolly?
Current Dolly looks like old Dolly, so it don't
I mean,
matter.
it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
It's still.
Oh,
there's
it
enough.
matters.
There's enough plastic in
I
there.
was gonna say it's still all purchased. Kevin401.
Kevin 401.
You have a container full of Neapolitan ice cream.
Yes.
Which flavor do you eat first?
Chocolate.
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Yeah.
Come
Then
In
strawberry, then chocolate.
In fact, I may not even eat the chocolate.
Wow. That
I'm not a big chocolate ice
is-
cream guy, but it just it doesn't come. It doesn't come first for me.
Yeah.
Wow. Chocolate's the best part.
You're supposed to do the scoop, the left to right scoop.
And get them all.
Get them all.
Yeah.
Gotta catch them all.
Dirty spoon. Kevin401.
Kevin 401.
Would you rather scream every word you say or sprint every step you take?
I scream every word I say.
Yeah, I would scream. I'm not sprinting anywhere.
Yeah. Pretty much predominantly screaming. Tony was complaining in the chat room that I broke his speakers or something.
I have a hard enough time walking down the stairs. I don't need to be running anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm so.
So over
Oh,
the
this
internet.
guy.
Oh
Shouts-
man, Josh is on beer.
And he just writes beer.
Beer.
Shouts to you, sir. Thank you very much. Carl Bilt.
Carl Bill.
Any interest in King of the Hammers / Ultra 4 racing? P.S. Chuck tired of the tracks yet?
I'm interested in King of Hammers. I am in love with the tracks right now. You know what I did with the tracks? It was crazy towed in and driving around. I was just like, is this thing binding up? Put those babies a little neutral, maybe a sea hair toe out. Like riding a jet ski, boys.
Nice and smooth.
Nice and smooth.
Yeah, I don't know that like desert kind of racing off road stuff. I mean, it's super interesting.
Yeah.
but like it seems to be so unachievable.
I'd
for,
be
like,
about
for the average bear.
watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to
watching
ride
it
in
for
a
sure.
car. What was I gonna say? Oh, also tracks in the snow, like actual snow that's deep, it's a totally different vehicle.
Yeah.
It's amazing in the snow.
Usable utility. Yeah,
Oh, it drives ridiculously.
Buggy Will.
Buggy Will.
Shouts to Buggy Will. I was talking to Buggy Will about California today.
He just writes, funniest shit you've seen at a car show / meet. I think we had this
We
question.
just
talked
had
about
that one.
this.
Your boy with the Lambo doors on the, what was it, a Accord coupe?
Yeah,
Right,
which I had a
and there's
photo of.
picture.
With a trunk full of ice.
I'll find it and I'll send it to him.
I still think the funniest thing is when we went to the UMass car show and
Yeah.
there was a cat on a leash.
Cat on a leash.
Cat on
Yeah,
a Leash
the,
was a
the
day.
freak on a leash was.
I just still had so many
Yeah.
questions.
And there was a man's walking it, right?
Yep, and they were very far from any humble abode. So that thing, it was out there for a
That
stretch
guy was going
for a stretch of time.
very deep for the cat.
Right.
Also, he wouldn't know, but there used to be a show called Staggered, and that was held at a golf course,
Yeah.
and they would park cars down the driving range.
Yeah.
Seeing the cars trying to get up the driving range to leave.
Yeah.
It was the China Tire Invitational.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw
That
an
was
S4
funny. Yeah.
spinning all 4 tires on like barely damp grass.
Yeah. Moist. Yeah.
At best.
Yeah. It was, that was always fun
And I was
because the
driving
end
like
of
a
the day.
rear-wheel drive E34 and just popped right up. No, my M3.
Yeah.
It was- that was awesome.
Somebody's gonna put that in a bottle because you could sell that kind of lubrication.
Well, yeah, because you could tell, like, the people who have been there all day, a little toasty, they would just kind of stand at the edge and just watch the cars try and make it up.
And just the guys would juice it. It was
Yeah.
so funny.
Colin Pick actually writes, Did
Colin
you see Whistling Diesel's Hell Buggy video? Yes, that's
Whistling
we
Diesel.
were talking about that a little while ago. Artie Woo Cakes
Artie Woo Cakes.
just writes, when wearing snow pants, do you wear long johns, sweatpants under, or go straight snow pants?
You know what?
I don't
That's
have
an
snow
excellent
pants.
question. I am currently wearing long johns under the sweatpants that I wore under my snow pants. I'll tell you what, I blew out the crotch of my goddamn snow pants today, and I'm not happy about it. You go to take a knee to put that front binding in, it gets caught on your boot, game over. Burton gives you a lifetime warranty on
Really?
everything. I'm going to the Burton store tomorrow, and they're going to give me new snow pants, and my boots got to rip in them. New boots.
Oh, wow.
Run it
You
forever.
get what you pay for.
Shouts to
Perfect
Burton.
example.
Yeah, they're more money, but man, they just. Well, we'll see. This is the second time I've blown the crotch out.
Yeah. It might tell you the problem's on you, sir.
I've gotten a little aggressive out there.
Well, no, I get it. It's a problem I face every day. I don't have an ass.
All right.
I don't have an ass.
Yeah.
So there's nothing for
To hold the pants up?
the belt, and there's no like shelf, if you will.
Suspenders,
I
homie.
don't got a shelf.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm not even past 40 yet. I need to
Dude.
let me get to 40 and
Yeah,
past
hit the
that before I
suspenders.
start adding the
Yeah.
suspenders.
You don't get the cake out back.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, big spender.
Exactly. So
Squats, buddy.
So the pants tend to fall. I try to go with the no sag, no drag method, but
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes pants fall a little bit, and you get a little loose on the under gooch crotch side there,
Yep.
and you go to stretch your leg, take a long stride. One thing leads to another. You blow the crotch out.
Yeah, dude, it happens. It happened to me today. I was so
happens.
bummed. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
man, it's going to be a cold undercarriage day.
Usual suspects.
Usual suspects.
Usual suspects 780. Let's see. Oh my God, Chuck, you're gonna love this one.
Love it.
Chuck is formally invited to come heliboarding with the boys in BC.
Heliboarding? What's heliboarding?
Out of a helicopter.
Oh, my God. I'll tell you what, man. I know you're only doing this because I'm banned from Canada right now,
Yeah.
but I am honored to possibly go heliboarding in BC. I would like to just do any type of snowboarding in BC, if I'm
BC.
honest, because, whoa.
The boys out there, I watched a video of them picking a new, I don't know what S chassis, an S chassis. I don't know if it's S14.
They have some cool shit. I was looking at their Instagram page, man.
They were digging one out of the snow to begin the build on that thing recently.
Tell you,
So-
like powder stuff like that, which they probably ride out there all the time. It's just so foreign to me. Is that I fence posted my board again today, leaning too far forward, and it's just like
fence post. So what is that? When the front
end just digs
in?
itself down
and you just
enough
launch
to
yourself.
just stop me from going.
Oh God! So
And
it's
you
like,
just go, yep.
so it's sort of like that guy on on the drag strip stepping in the track.
Same
bracket.
idea.
Same
Same
thing.
idea.
They also asked, what are the boys into for brews during these cold winter months? I mean, rotiform beer. I don't know.
Rotiform beer for sure.
We only drink
I
rotiform
don't
beer.
know if they're gonna go. I think they're going to try to make it, right? I know they got
I
a
have
couple
no idea.
pallets of it. I know there was a question posed, but if they do that, we'll be sure to let everybody know.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Schmidtum.
Schmidtum.
What's an epic road trip you would love to go on? Well, I'm trying to plan one. They haven't said no yet. I'm still holding on hope.
Yeah.
So it would be pretty epic. If
You're trying
we
to
could-
plan a road trip
Oh yeah.
with us?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I'd love to drive the entire southern border of the country. I think that'd be really cool. Kind of start down at the little crook of like Florida and just drive the whole thing.
Yeah.
The Redneck Riviera down there?
Yeah, there you go. Do the whole Gulf down
Yeah.
through Texas, hit the
Yeah.
El Paso, then kind of go up.
That would be a cool
through-
route.
Yeah, and kind of then shoot your way up into California. I think it would be cool. I'd probably be warm the whole time, which would be great.
Yep.
I think you'd see some pretty different style of life that you probably wouldn't see in other parts of those same states you would be in. And I'd be interested to do that. I think it'd be fun.
I'm going to do the same thing, but the other side.
The other side, so they're going full north?
No. Mexico border with America on that side.
Sure.
That'd be amazing.
Oh boy. Ape shall not kill ape.
Ape shall not kill ape.
He asks, does Chuck have anywhere he posts his jams? Need some garage tunes.
Oh, man, I've been really slacking on jams generally, so no. But I'm going to make an effort to get some jams going. So when I do, I will post them on my Mixcloud, which may still exist.
Give it a Chuck Who on Mixcloud.
I think so, or DJ Chuck Who. I don't know. There's some stuff on there now.
Check that out for reference. Let's see. MF Mad Money. Are you clean off all the snow or just enough of the windshield type of guys? Clean off all the snow.
Here's the sad truth. I refuse to touch my car with a brush, so I clean the windows, and the rest the road gets.
It's Mixcloud / Chuck Who. I clean the whole car.
Yeah, I just won't do it.
You're at least not above everybody else.
So if we get a lot, which we haven't gotten a lot of snow in a long time,
You can still take.
I'll like swipe it down to like
you can take a good layer. off.
yeah, I can take a good chunk of it all. No, I don't leave. If we get a foot of snow, I don't leave a foot of snow on my roof. That's not what I'm saying.
It doesn't turn your car into a box truck.
I think that question may have stemming from the fact that there's like this video circulating. It might be on Barstool, something like that, where there's like, and someone
God.
they've got like salt and they're salting down the car.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
I was behind a trailer tractor today, which had like a full trailer's worth of snow on the roof that had to be 8 inches high. And I was like, I am getting in front of this guy immediately.
You should. That's
Yeah.
how I got in a terrible accident and was out of work for 7 months.
That's why I remember.
Yeah. Those things, when those things go, and like you can see the worst is like,
But I saw some pieces of it flying off,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, this is going to be real bad.
that's the thing. The worst is like 2 or 3 days after a bad storm when that shit starts to
Ice is
compact
up.
and turns into big chunks of ice, and you literally see things, billboard size fly off the tractor trailers. I generally, just try to get all of it I can off. Minus the wheels. I always let it fucking cake up in the wheels so my car shakes like I'm.
Yeah, it's like riding a horse. It's like being transported back to olden times.
And it's funny because it's like, well, I know what this is. Just going to send it till it happens.
Exactly.
Till it clears itself out.
Which it never does.
Beefy Clutch.
Beefy clutch.
Shouts to Beefy Clutch. Good name. If you had to convert one of your past or current cars to a wagon or shooting brake, which would it be?
A wagon or a shooting brake?
TT shooting brake.
A TT shooting brake?
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they make both of my old cars in a wagon. So, I mean, I would probably go that. Because, like, the Mini, you've got the Clubman, which is, I guess, their version of a wagon. And then you've got a Mark III that you get the variant.
Yeah.
That you can get, which is cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
I'd shooting brake my GTR. I think it'd be awesome.
It'd be exceptional.
There's an R34 done. Not from the factory. What's that one?
Stagia?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's a wagon.
All right.
Stagia. There's R33s as well.
Okay. Okay.
They didn't make. I don't know of R32.
I've never seen R32.
But yeah, I mean, that's why I didn't say wagon because the wagons exist, but they're 4-door.
Yeah.
Although I would love to get an R34 Stagia.
Yeah.
Because why
Awesome
wouldn't you?
looking.
Yeah.
TDs.
TDs.
Shouts to TDs. He just asks, how has young Ben been? We don't know. We haven't checked in with
We
him
actually
for
have
a
no
while.
idea.
Yeah, we haven't talked to him for a little bit. We'll have to check in with him at some point.
Maybe a phone call at some point.
Yeah. Surprise him. Hello?
I'm at work.
Work.
I can't talk.
Yeah. TDs again. Is Arizona the best cheap drink?
Arizona's a pretty consistently good cheap drink.
It's a good one because you got the APs,
Yeah.
which are by Arizona. You got all the green teas.
Green teas are good.
You got the flavored drinks. You got the other teas. It's pretty solid.
I'll tell you,
the
I'm into
only-
the polar, the orange dry.
Grapefruit
I'm into
dry.
that. This is grapefruit dry, but I like
Yeah,
the orange
the
dry
orange dry.
better. That's a pretty cheap drink.
We experienced that tonight. Very good. Very solid. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Arizona half and half green tea, though.
Ginseng honey, is that the one?
Yeah, but no, it's half and half. It's lemonade and that green tea.
Oh.
If you find that on the streets, get some for your boy. I'm good for it
By a pallet.
because I can't get it anywhere. And they used to have it at Scumby's up on Hope Street, the
No
one
more?
that's still a Scumby's,
Yeah.
and no more.
That's a thing with Arizona. Not necessarily them, but the places, like I've been to places where it's 99 cents on the can, but they're charging like $1.49.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you sleep at night?
You just steal it when that happens.
Yeah.
Just load your pockets up.
Just go. You put it between your belly undies.
Let's see. TDs. Actually,
TDs.
no. We
No titties. Shut the titties.
we got 2 from him. Last one. Details by Doug.
Details by Doug.
If you had to pick only one car to have for the rest of your life, what would it be and why money is no object?
I would go E63 AMG S. I think that would be my ultimate forever vehicle. Really like them.
Maybe it's just because we talked about it today, but the CTSV wagon
Yeah.
would be another one. Money no object, but staying on the same wagon thing for some reason, I'm stuck there. E34 M5 wagon.
Oh, money no option. I'd go the Ferrari hatchback thing.
FF or whatever it's called.
FF, now it's the GT4 Luciano.
Yeah,
Luciano's restaurant.
Rigatoni.
Yeah.
I've been into 911s really recently, like the newer ones. It'd be fun.
There's so many.
Just to have one of those just all the time.
Yeah.
Highly impractical. Like for, I don't know, a lot of us to take that to a photo shoot or video shoot or something. Yeah, we could have take 3 cars on this one.
Yeah.
Just get a half 911 trailer for it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Have a
Money-
U-Haul
money-
choke install.
Money no object. Right. That's a nice 992 with a fucking
Get the-
with a rusty U-Haul behind it.
Yeah.
All the time. That'd be perfect.
Make sure U-Haul installs the tow hitch as well.
Yes. Oh boy. Oh, have to have them do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to do it for us tonight. We will be back next week. We have some guests coming up. Yeah. So be kind to each other.
Love one another.
Have fun out there. As always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, check out some of our other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, hosted by Tom Connors, Topics Under the Stairs, hosted by John Stairs and Ryan Hathaway, the Circle Jerks podcast, hosted by Kyle Belcher and Dan Walker. You can also visit our website for more info and advertising opportunities. If you're interested in advertising on the show, hit us up. Or one of the other shows or the magazine or something like that. You got a deal. You want to send us some stuff. I don't know. Let's talk biz. Hit us up. That's going to do it. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Shout English Ben.
Shouts English Ben.
Almost forgot.
German Blake didn't send any questions, but we wouldn't answer them anyway.
Exactly. Keep sending them.